to a show.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Off the Mats podcast. And it's the first Monday of August. So what comes with the first Monday of August? For those of you who've been here for the past 6 years, the anniversary episode. And who comes with the anniversary episode? None other than Mark. See, he gives me shit about his last name, but every time I say his last name, he's like, you're not even saying it right. So I'm just going to have him introduce himself. What's up, man? Go ahead and introduce yourself to the crowd.
Hi, I'm Mark.
You dick.
It's a long week, Dante.
Dude, it's been a long day. Like, my back, I didn't think my back was going to hurt that much from just, like, standing. I was like, oh, here we are.
Yeah.
It hurts. That's all right. I'm going to take a bunch of, like, pills later. And be good. We'll be fine. But what's going on, man? It like, first off, the podcast 6 years, yay, anniversary. Fucking applause. So super happy. That's good. We done that. But with you, like, what's been going on with you in general, just on the mats, off the mats? Like, what's up, man? How you been?
Oh my gosh, I've been working so much.
Yeah.
I know, like, obviously I have my full-time job, my 9 to 5, working in the school system, working with the schools. And then I'm coaching at Severna Park as one of the Muay Thai coaches, the fundamental one. So I've been, just teach basics and help out in the mastery class with, whatever they need. And that's exhausting. And then on top of that, trying to train or get some kind of training in too, which is... I'm basically home at like 10, 11 at night.
Like, every night?
Yeah, almost every night. Fridays are, but other than that, it's just back to back.
Dang.
Work. Even on weekends, this weekend I was working, teaching private lessons, and then obviously trying to help out with other people. And yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it is a lot. I mean, just even as you lay it out like that, it's like, damn, dude. It's like, it's exhausting. And then I think at a certain point, it's like, with all the exhaustion, it's like, how do you manage it,
It's crazy because it's exhausting, but it's fulfilling. Like, I love what I do, right? I love helping people. I love, like, being in the martial arts community and doing stuff like that. And then I'm also human, so it's like, I need a break.
Oh, yeah, for sure. With just on the mats, just getting your training in itself, like how many days a week are you training just jiu-jitsu, like, alone?
It depends. I'm literally being thrown everywhere. Like, sometimes I'm doing Muay Thai sparring, sometimes I'm doing boxing sparring, sometimes I'm doing MMA sparring, sometimes I'm just doing jiu-jitsu, or sometimes I'm doing wrestling. It's like, man, get you a guy who could do it all. Sheesh, Louise.
Well, and that's what, like, I think about too, because it's like, on just a day, if I, like, just my regular 9 to 5, then I go train, let's say, like, on a Monday, and I was like, damn, dude, I'm tired. And it's like,
yeah.
But meanwhile, it's like 9 to 5. You like, sometimes you might do the Monday class, and then you still got to, like, coach Muay Thai right after. It's like, oh,
yeah,
that's even suckier.
It's even because, like, this month is pretty busy because I'm actually going to start helping out with the Masters World Camp soon. Someone hurt my toe.
I don't know who, but I mean,
someone is trying to pull guard.
I mean, it was really just sitting guard, and they misjudged it, I'm pretty sure.
They just decided to slam their knee on the ground, but my toe was there.
I mean, it was more my hip, or his hip. But I mean, I'm sure that individual felt terrible about said incident, and that individual was hoping that you're healing up better.
No, I can finally bend it now. Before I could even bend it, like, it was just bruised, and I had to pop it back into place. Yes, Dante, it hurt that bad.
Wow. Okay.
It was really bad.
So, I mean, you didn't have to even say all that. You could have just been like, yeah, I mean, it hurt, but it's better.
No, it was gross. I had to pop it back into place.
That's terrible.
And then I just started sparring. When did I start sparring and rolling? Probably, I want to say Wednesday.
I mean, because I don't know what's going on with my toe. Like, it's been like really, really bad for like several months, and I've just because like the other day, I don't know who I was rolling with, but you was like you need to like drive off your toes, and I was like, dude, my toe is broken.
Oh, I remember.
I cannot drive off this toe. If I do, it is going to hurt, and it's not worth the pressure that I'm putting on this person. Pretty sure it was like I think it was one of the white belts. I was like, I'm not.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You were. It was one of the. I think they just started too.
It's like I'm not stressed about pressure on this kid right now.
Yeah.
My foot hurts, but hey,
Yeah, my toe was so swollen I could even bend it. That was really bad. But so that's why I'm saying now I could finally bend it.
that's good. I mean that person is really happy that you can bend your toe now. But yeah, it's like when's Masters Worlds?
September. I think early September. Yeah.
Thought it was September.
So the guys have now they were like a month off from. So I think they're gonna really turn up the sparring, which is why I was trying to hold off because I know it's gonna be wild in there.
I'm gonna probably not go to Sunday Open Mat for a few weeks now.
Yeah.
Just because like now knowing that that's on the horizon, nah, I'm good. I don't think I need those rounds. We're all right. Because look, I'm not that guy. I just want to get some like leisurely reps in.
I feel bad because like Jeremy hit me up and he was like, "Hey, so you're gonna come? You know, we're gonna come to." And I was like, "Man, I can't even move my big toe, let alone walk on it." And again, I'm not really like upset or anything. It was just kind of like I was gonna help Jeremy with some stuff and some other people. Now I guess I gotta take a week off, but that's okay. All right, because now I can bend it, I can move it. It's fine.
Good. And you can get back into the swing of things and everything. Yeah. So good. When, like, you got any plans on competing upcoming yourself?
Oh, I was supposed to do Orlando, but no one even signed up. I had like 3 people in the age division and belt division total. So if I were to sign up, it would be like one heavyweight, one lightweight, one middleweight, and one like rooster weight. It was literally all different weight classes. It was like, what's the point? So I'm looking at New York right now and see if I'll compete at that. See if there's anyone signing up because like right now I checked. There's literally only one person in my belt and age division, and they're not even nowhere near my weight class. So it's like if I go, he might not even show up, and then I waste all that gas and money. So right now it's like it's hard to find like IBJJF matches right now.
Do we have anything coming up? Like, well, we just have Virginia Beach.
That one was today. That's in Naga.
Okay,
but I'm trying to work on my seating and my placement. So that's why I'm looking at all these different regionals.
Well, no, I thought we had well, not too recent, but
no, we had Virginia Open, which was in I guess like close to Richmond. Somewhere around there.
I thought like there was like maybe a month ago. It seems like I don't know.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks a month. Look, I know numbers, Mark. Don't you try me. Like
you know who doesn't? Remember, 40 times 10 to me is like what?
Like 40 times 10. That's like the fact that you like pause and you're like calculating like
I liked how you looked at my face earlier. All right, you need to. There's some context behind this that I'm not even getting.
Like
what was it? What was it?
Well, we're talking about salary, like money. And I was like, yeah, she makes like 40 an hour, like 10-hour nights.
$40 an hour, 10-hour nights. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. That's like, I paused for the longest time and you looked so upset with me for my lack of math skills.
But I also think you did say the way wrong number too. Because I was like, maybe he's thinking about for the week in thousands. Maybe
I meant for the night.
Like, no, because he didn't say 1,000. He's like, okay, like look,
bro.
Between the two of us, I can't be the one that know math. And this has nothing to do with you being Asian.
My people know me, and they know first of all, I'm really horrendous at math. And I'm a good driver.
Mark, you're not really living up to these stereotypes, my friend. Like,
No.
what am I going to do with you? Like, my friendships are based around stereotypes. And if you can't hold up your end, we're gonna have to, I don't know. We might have to look elsewhere, my friend.
My stereotypes are correct, but in the wrong spectrum because of where I lived and grew up at.
Actually, no.
Like, I can't swim. And you know my favorite meal? Everyone does.
Well, I mean, wait, are Asians supposed to be good at swimming?
I think so.
I don't know.
I can't swim.
I mean, I won't drown.
No, I would drown 100%.
That's wild. I mean,
You put me in a kiddie pool, I'd drown.
I
It's really bad.
I feel like we are digging into weird territory here, my friend. I didn't mean to bring it up. Sorry. But when we do have a pool party, you are invited.
No.
We will have a wading pool on the side for you.
I'd be by the barbecue with the glizzies. I'd be with the unks drinking Hennessy.
That's fine. That's fine. But we will have a wading pool for you on the side if you choose to cool off.
No.
All right.
Just run through the sprinklers. Drink out of the water. the hose.
We were just talking about that yesterday. It was like, well, I was right after training, I started drinking. The water was like real ice cold. And I was like, oh, this is the best water since the water hose. And Kyle, Kyle Prescott, he looked and laughed. He's like, I was like, yeah, man. Like, I'm telling you, that's
the
why.
hose back in the day. Ugh.
That's why I'm like, look, I'm super strong because of that water. All the lead that came with it, because I had that hose water from Flint, so like there was definitely something different in that water.
City water.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, if you're drinking city water from the hose, I'm gonna let you know now it's not just water.
And Southeast, we have the little
Oh.
that area. We have I forgot what it's called. It's like where all the sanitation stuff goes, like the water.
Yeah, that's the sewer.
No, that's a name for it. Dante is it's something. You know what episode I think of too? Have you seen that Magic School Bus episode where they show where the poop goes and the kids had to be little like particles? How do they sanitize it?
Like, there's not a day that goes by that just randomly think like, yo, Miss Frizzle could be
really showing
like,
our age right now.
flowing through my bloodstream right now in that Magic School Bus. Like, who knows?
My kids don't even know what the Magic School Bus is.
I feel like programs like that going away is a disservice to humanity.
100%.
Because like, I know we had like things like G.I. Joe and He-Man and shit like that. And those are just commercials for toys, yes. But then you have programs like Reading Rainbow, Magic School Bus, even Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, things like that.
Carmen Sandiego's a big one.
Like, those things are like educational and fun and good for kids.
Yeah.
They take them off the air and it's like now kids don't know how to read, which is like, it's sad, but kind of funny to me when like kids be trying to lecture me on reading. It's like, dog,
Look at cursive. It's a lost art. They don't know how to write cursive.
No, like, well, I go through this kind of back and forth with Sarah from time to time on it because I'm like on the fence. It's like sometimes I'm like, well, I mean, if you're not really using it, why, take the time for it? But it's like I still think you should learn it.
This might sound a little bit odd. I think people should learn cursive for writing their signature.
So, and this,
because I've seen some signatures lately, and they.
I know cursive. My signature is like, yeah. Like, actually, Sarah's is worse. It's just when we were like signing for the house.
Mm-hmm.
So her maiden name starts with the C.
Yeah. As
would her married name.
Yeah.
And when we signed up, she hadn't changed her name.
Wait, what's your last name again?
Dante. But like as she's signing through all the paperwork, we're on like the last 3 pages or something like that. She goes, "Oh," and then she says, "This says Sarah," and our last name. She's like, "I haven't changed my name yet," and I'm sitting there looking like, "Stop, please stop talking." Because like we Forrest Gumped our way into this like home buying thing. Like I promise you, we cannot do this again. Like we got extremely lucky getting this house.
Mm-hmm.
So stop. And like the one realtor looks at it, the signature is so like sloppy. He was like, "It's fine." It's like we aren't gonna know the difference. No one's digging into that. But hey, look, if something comes up and we want to dispute it, like, hey, like we didn't even sign the papers, right? So I don't know. Something you got to keep that ace in the hole every so often. But no, like I do think again, kind of on the fence because a lot of signatures now are whatever DocuSigns and goofy stuff like that. I also do think though it is important to first off for brain like like handwriting is good for your brain.
Yeah.
Like for like
It's a
kids
motor
today.
skill. Let's
Yeah,
call it what it
those
is.
fine motor
skill.
skills are super important. But I also think too, like when you're typing and the phone or computer like corrects a word that's definitely not right, like there or there or
Yeah.
there. And because kids aren't actually writing that out, not even just kids, adults aren't. And another one I guess we too is could have, COULD''VE.
They don't know what apostrophe is.
No, and a lot of people are writing could of, OF. And I'm seeing grown-ups do this, like grown-ups in their 30s and 40s writing that way too. And it's like, I can't even say what I want to say on the show about what I think about that. But it's like, yo, maybe y'all do need to get back to writing cursive, like just penmanship, period.
Yes.
Writing stuff. And I know I sound like, the old dad on that. And normally I'm not that like pushy on that.
Yeah.
But like when I start thinking about like those little things, it's like, y'all dummies need to actually go sit down and write somewhere because it shows that y'all know what you're doing. Like when I actually write like poems and songs and stuff, I still do it like handwriting.
Yeah.
I don't like type it out. I still like write it like pen and paper
Yeah.
and notebooks and journals and stuff because it's what I've always done.
Yeah.
But also it, like I said, the fine motor skills really helps your brain. It's training your brain because
It's still an exercise.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, people are let me chill, son.
I was waiting for.
I'm getting emotional.
But I'm the same way too. Like
Fuck them kids.
so when like at work, right? I whenever I have a project done or anything, I actually write out notes, like handwrite it, and I do that because it's just something I'm used to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back in college, I would just write my notes out. I'd write everything out, everything. Even though I had a laptop, everything was accessible to me. I felt I was retaining information better when I would write things out.
Yeah.
Versus like if I type it, it's like kind of like I could literally look at a wall and type a whole sentence and I wouldn't visually retain it. I just knew that, first of all, my typing was like strong enough. My typing skills were strong enough for me to actually like type out a whole story without even looking at the screen because I knew what I was doing with my fingers.
Yeah.
Hey. When I was able to write and actually look at the book and kind of like process the information is when I would retain it better.
Like when I write notes, I haven't actually taken my jiu-jitsu notes in a couple weeks.
That's what I've been doing this whole week because I haven't been able to go in. So I was watching videos on like camping and passing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I would actually write them down in my journal. I just don't bring my journal to school because I think it's annoying.
And why so?
Because I sweat a lot, and when I'm writing something, I find I sweat like in my notebook.
Like at
Yeah.
like the gym.
Like
Yeah.
it's actually kind of irritating because like I sweat easily. I'm just like, oh, what do you want me to say?
It's a medical condition.
Yeah, can't help it. I profusely sweat when I warm up,
Yeah.
when I'm drilling, and when I'm talking with someone.
Dude, when I put the gi on, as soon as that gi goes on, I just
It's like
start
a sauna suit. Like,
yeah,
what?
I'm like, yo.
Why am I doing this? Luckily, it's like a sponge and it absorbs everything.
Yeah. I mean, that's actually kind of worse for me because I take that joint off. On Sunday, they're like, all right, like the one dude who always comes for like dressed in no gi attire.
Yeah.
And you got to do a round with him. It's like, dude, if I take this gi top off, it's never going back on. So I'm going to save you for the last round. That's just how it cuts. But like I always found like writing notes.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
I like how you and I can have a structured conversation in a quiet room, because that MDO, we couldn't hold a conversation with each other to save our lives.
Dude.
That ADHD or whatever it is, we look like a bunch of kids just staring everywhere.
Dude, it was like
It's so
overstimulating, dude. Like there was so much going on, like to the
Oh my
point
God,
I
yeah.
couldn't focus.
Like there are people kicking pads next to me while I'm holding it. So and they're like trying to crack the pad so hard. And I just be zoning out, be like, all right, just get away.
Well, yeah, like the one group next to us, like if we're facing the mats and everything
Yeah.
to our right, like they're like just whipping. I'm like, okay,
I'm like,
like,
just trying to coach my people and head out.
like I don't think you really know how to kick that hard, dude. Like you're warming, like you're just kind of warming up and keeping yourself spry,
Brother.
Like, chill, like chill, son. What are we doing? And for those of you, for reference, we went to Muay Thai
Development League.
Yeah.
And it's just basically there's like tournament, mock matches, stuff like that for the fighters to experience, fighting in a safe environment. So there's like no knockout rule. They're all there to get more volume in their training and their sparring and their fight sessions versus like a smoker or like an actual like sanctioned fight where they have to knock each other out. So this one, they just spend most of their time like working technique, which is what what you want to do. So it's a good concept, right? And I kind of like it a lot because you get the crowd cheering for you. You get people watching you. There is a judge who's kind of like grading what you do.
Yeah.
And you get all the anxiety of what comes with a match. Like it doesn't matter what, like whether you're doing an MMA match or doing jiu-jitsu, people are watching you. They're critiquing you. It's whatever. And you kind of get all that pressure on you. So I like it in terms of someone starting off, right? There's some people I could tell who've been there a while and they look like they're questioning themselves like, all right, well, I had already like 2 smokers. Why am I doing this? And I would see them like go with someone who's kind of below their level or their experience. And you could tell like they were not entertained, which is, I mean, it's fine. They know that for themselves, and now they can move on to like maybe a sanctioned fight or doing something different.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to kind of, dip your toe in it to kind of get a feel for like, okay, this isn't what I need. I maybe need to move up just a step. And it's good to have that developmental league there because like just looking at it, I was like, this is really cool. Like no one's like going crazy.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get their reps.
It's a safe environment, right?
Yeah.
The only problem is there's too many people in a small room. And oh my God. I was ready to just go.
Dude, like
So many people.
Yeah. Like anytime I'm in that center, there's so much humanity in there that
It's small. It's a small venue.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like back when you and I were like white belts and we were doing the new breeds in there, bro, it's a tiny spot. It's literally no bigger than for reference, I think a good comparison is that the Elk Ridge mat areas are bigger than that, which is insane
easily.
to think about. Our gym is bigger than that venue.
It's like thinking about it in that context is like, ugh. Like, I mean, but y'all trying, y'all doing the thing, but I don't know, man. It's like, well, especially for today, just the way it was organized, it was like what 4 mats, and
It was like 4 or 5 mats and then 250 people trying to fight. I'm like, you guys literally could have put like.
And I think also too, an idea was like if you just put some more mats, it might reduce like now how many people.
Our guys would have been done way earlier.
Oh yeah, because what like I think when I got there, we were all talking about it was like 1 o'clock, 1ish.
Yeah.
I think cats were going on like what we're here now. It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Our guys were literally like at 4, 4:30. And it's kind of annoying because I don't want to sound rude, but it's like a whole day of waiting. And like you got to think about people who are, who want to get on with their day.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, maybe an extra 2 or 3 mats wouldn't have hurt anyone.
Yeah.
All right, and we could have just gone with our day. And it's not like there was a huge like a lot of the I thought a lot of the people who paid to be a spectator, they were on the fighter side, which
Yeah.
took up pretty much the same. They literally cut the venue in half.
Yeah.
And it was mats. It was like 4 mats, 5 mats on one side, and then the whole other side was empty, full of fighters and everything. It was like
They could have kind of spaced that back a little bit and had plenty of room for like 2 extra mats. Now instead of getting out at like 4:30, we're probably getting at 3:30.
I think earlier.
You know,
I
yeah.
think earlier.
Because I mean, keeping in mind, like these fights, they're not going. They're going full rounds.
Yeah.
So there's no stoppage.
Exactly. And right when you look at schedules, like you look at a UFC schedule, sometimes like those matches change determining on who gets knocked out. If you're doing a venue or an event where there's no knockouts, if anything, you're stopping people more because you need to tell them to slow down and knock someone out. That's and that time does accumulate. So if you're taking like, I don't know, like an extra 10 or 30 seconds to just say, hey, you got to chill out. You can't knock him out. You know, we're trying to be safe. Then it's like, all right, well, now you're adding more time and it's more time. It's more time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many times this specific event has been done, like up here, but it's like hopefully there's notes being taken. It's like, hey, maybe we can add another couple mats, kind of work with the time in here. Either way it goes, it was wild. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was like I actually did have a fun time.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things where it's like, I would have had a fun time with 2 hours shaved off of that. I would have still had a fun time.
Because we're old and grumpy and we wanted to do this episode.
Yeah, it was like, I'm sitting there like my hip is hurting and everything. I'm like, dang, dude.
It's like eating 7-Eleven pizza.
like just like deep throating glizzies in the lobby, like and chugging.
Hey,
Gatorades.
you want to know something wild? I watched someone eat their glizzy and they were walking in the bathroom. They had to go. I was like, hygiene.
I don't know if that's not the move, son. It's like it is that easy just to eat that right there before you walk in.
That junk wasn't even big. It was just like, it's literally like, it's a standard size hot dog, and you didn't have to rush in the bathroom unless you had to go, which means you're more trifling if you're gonna sit on the the dookie like, corner.
As it's going in one side, it's coming out the other.
No.
I mean that like it's like, dude, come on, like
so many people have so many.
I did see one thing that like kind of bugged me too. Is like, because you don't go in the bathroom with your shoes off at all.
That I saw that too.
Well, oh no! So
and it's not like your gym bathroom, right? It's a public.
Yeah, it's a public
bathroom.
Ugh. Like I saw someone in the lobby without their shoes, and that's still like equal to the bathroom to me, because it's like if I just went in the bathroom with my shoes on, and I'm walking in that lobby with those same shoes, that lobby is now just as dirty as that bathroom.
No different, right?
Yeah. And I saw this girl walking around barefoot. I was like,
I saw that too.
I was like, what are we doing? like, I just want to get a pack of Skittles. Now I'm
I think it's the same girl too. I saw that also.
Man, all right, my bad, y'all. Like, this
is our ranting session about what happened today.
Like, because there has to be a filter. It has to come out at some point. It's like I can't just like go like later on. I think I gotta talk about like
we're each other's shrink at this point.
Yeah. It's like, well, that's like what also I use this podcast for sometimes. Like,
yes, there's always a ranting session, like, but and it's not just the MDL. Like, I've had issues where like even a Naga was trifling. Even the IBJJF. There's one Naga I went to, I think it was up in New Jersey. Well, it was my first one doing purple belt, and they didn't have the bathrooms open. So what they did was they installed porta potties in the fucking...
That's worse.
That's the middle worse, of the venue. And so it's literally like 3 or 4 porta potties right next to like the weigh station.
Not for nothing. That sounds very...
Oh, we were living... I
Jersey,
remember Coach Vanessa was just like, this is disgusting.
That's ew.
It was up by Temple University. I know because I texted some of my older students, and they're like, "Oh, Mr. Mark, we didn't know you in the area." And I was like, "What's up with your school? Why is this why is this not why are they not letting us use the bathroom?"
I don't even have words for that one. That's fuck. Like I don't know. I'm very particular about like bathroom situations, and even though when I first trained, I think I did like a trial at ground control. Like, and I didn't know, like, it was like, well, what's the etiquette? I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom really bad. I was like, I had my slides, and I was like, I don't think I had slides. I think I just had gym shoes.
Yeah.
And I was like, do I put my shoes all the way back on to go to the bathroom, or do I just run in the bathroom? And I just ran in the bathroom and peed, and
They like, lectured you about it.
Nobody said anything.
Oh,
which I'm like, and then like thinking back on it, like years later, I was like,
nasty.
I don't think, yeah, right. I scolded myself years later. Like I'd smack my own hand, but I also started like thinking, I was like, "Yo, did they not see me or what?"
They
like,
probably didn't see you. I would have scolded you.
I just feel like, yeah, they had to like not seen it because even I was questioning it after the fact. Like something doesn't seem right.
To be fair, that's happened to me before. Like I remember when we were doing Ivy League, and we had that little spot where it's like Jiu-Jitsu was top, Muay Thai was in the basement. And I remember one time I went in the bathroom. And granted, like hours weren't going and nothing crazy happened, right? It was just like people were just, getting. It was like maybe 3:00, and classes started like 6. I went there early to hit the bags right after doing, going to class, my college classes and everything. I just went there to like sleep, play. I don't know what I was playing at the time. Oh, my Game Boy. God, I'm old.
Kids were like, "What's a Game Boy?"
And I was just like, hitting the bags, working on some stuff. And I went in there, and one of the coaches, I forgot who, they're just like, "Man, you should probably wear shoes when you go in the bathroom, especially when class starts." I was like, "You're right, I should." And that was the extent of it, because I think they weren't as mad because, again, the building's practically empty, right? The only thing I remember that being in the building was a driving school, which, again, happens at night, our gym. There's like I think there was like a therapist office for Christians or something.
So there's in the basement. I don't know what was. I know there's the.
We were so segregated because you were in jiu-jitsu and I was doing MMA and kickboxing in the downstairs.
But like I know all the way upstairs there's the YWCA.
Yeah, that was all the way upstairs. I remember I had to go there a couple of times.
That's wild. I don't even.
No, it wasn't for anything. They were just like, we just needed stuff like supplies. I don't know why I was up there.
I remember having to go up there a couple times too. I don't remember why.
Yeah,
but I remember having to go up there for something.
They like Chrissy would send me up there to like grab something. Like, oh, maybe it was like a package that got. Yeah. But I went up there. I was like, oh, this looks nice. And then I go back to our shithole, and I'm like, oh, kids are everywhere.
When Sophie was little, and I would come train and bring her with me. Like she was like really little, like a baby. And Teresa came up to watch her while I was training. And, she takes Sophie out and she walked upstairs to the YWCA and she because I didn't know what that was. And she was like, yeah, I think they thought I was a battered wife. Like
that's what it was. Yes. I remember now.
I was like, oh, why? Well, then I looked up. I was like, oh, I guess the YWCA is way different than the YMCA.
That's exactly okay. So I remember the same thing happening too. Not with your kid. It was something I think Chrissy or Teresa was explaining. He's like, yeah, the women go up there who are facing what's it called?
Like domestic violence.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, huh?
I thought it was like, where they sing and they dress up like cops and firemen but it was for women. And I was getting that confused with the I'm showing my age again. I don't think this generation knows about that song. But that was my 2 cents of stupidity right there for that.
I mean, I thought it was because like the YMCA, it's like a gym and everything, and everything.
I'm so stupid.
I thought the YWCA was like similar in that ideal.
That's what I thought too.
And it was not.
It's not. It's the opposite. And I felt real bad.
Yeah.
when I gave my explanation.
like when Teresa explained it to me, I was like, I was like, I don't think you're telling the right story here. And I Googled it. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, you Googled it. I just believe what Chrissy said.
Like, I mean, no, I looked it up because I was like, I'm not sure. Like, because the way she was explaining, I was like, that sounds weird. I feel like they're doing Pilates upstairs. Like why would like battered wives go? And then I looked, I was like, okay. Hey, we're here. And we are allies. We got you. And then I don't know. I know Danny had beef with the folks at the Y. So I was like, okay, well, we're allies. Maybe maybe y'all got some beef. But
All right, this motherfucker's starting trouble again.
like I think because I think like the Y or whoever owns the Y like owned it all. So
Oh yeah. That was his building or their building.
yeah. So with Danny renting the space. Like there was always some static.
Yeah.
Like they're always complaining about something we were doing.
Those buildings are so random in those spots. Like I remember.
Yeah.
So there's like an article about me about being a local artist online, and
Flex.
you could actually you could probably find it. Like if you Google my name, like
I mean, if I know how to, I don't say it.
exactly.
I probably would.
Thanks,
but
buddy. Friends for over 10 years.
Look, I just asked you to introduce yourself, and you just said your first name. So I just assume that's your last name.
There was this one time someone called you Jake, and I was like, "Who the fuck is Jake?
How do you think I feel?" I think like
who is this?
well, Navarro still does it. Like he'll say Jake.
Vanessa calls you Jake too, and
Yeah.
Jake's here. Jake Collins. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, it's like what? Like
we talk about the singer or something. Oh, that's Phil.
Dude, I be getting so confused. But then it takes me a second for it to process. Like, oh, they're talking about me.
I'd be like, who is he?
Well, because I remember there was
Catfishing me.
one morning at Elkridge when I was doing the Wednesdays, and Leif was there.
What did he say?
And it was just Leif. It was like he was sitting on the mats like stretching, and I walk in and he goes, "What's up, Jake?" And I'm looking around like, who the fuck is he talking? Oh, I was like,
Yeah, I
hey.
know he doesn't call you that because he. I mean, we've talked about you before, and he knows.
Like, well, now he does. Like back, this was like I want to say maybe 2020. Like it was a while.
No,
Yeah.
I feel like he's called you Dante before.
Well, no,
before that.
he, and that's the thing, he has, and that's what's confusing.
What's confusing to me is that you have like 8 different names to say your name.
Dude,
I've known you as Dante, but then some people call you La Dante, and then there's Jake.
Well, and then even the lug gets very confusing to me because it's like, why are you calling me that? Like,
Where did that come from?
what is wrong with you people? And then oh my God, like my family.
You just be lying to people.
Sometimes,
You just give a fake name. I don't even know who you are anymore.
dude, I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. In fact, like I have to look at my birth certificate sometimes and make sure my name is right. Sometimes,
I should do the same.
like I actually don't know what my birth certificate is. Like I got a passport and everything, and
The only reason why I want to look at my birth certificate is because sometimes, all right, real quick rant. A lot of these people who do astrology,
yeah,
or is it astronomy? The ones with the
astrology,
that
like
one.
the signs, and
yeah, that one. They be asking me deep questions about when I was born and the time.
Oh yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, I was born September 8th. Oh, you're a Virgo. Oh, what time were you born? What was the moon looking like? I don't know.
Like, girl, you get the fuck out my face.
I mean, I don't mind providing the information. I just don't know that information.
Well, and that's why I'd be like, get out my face, because I don't know the information. Why would I know that? Like, go somewhere.
Sometimes they be trying to tell my fortune.
Sometimes I think they be trying to sell my identity. They're gonna give it right back once they have it for a week. Like, like, I think he's got warrants. Like, give that shit back to that dude. Like, in fact, we're gonna tell them where you are. You can try. I used to bullshit about my time of birth. I would say it was like 4 a.m. and it actually was. I was just bullshitting. I was just because I was kind of a problem child. So I feel like I'm the kind of kid that was born at 4 a.m.
Lack of sleep.
And then it turns out I was born at 4:22 a.m. I was
Oh,
like, wow, very specific.
See, now I gotta look it up. Now I gotta see what time I was born.
I mean, I'm sure to someone it makes a difference and it matters and it may explain some things, but I don't know. I just like, look, man. I know in Annapolis on is it Forest Drive, there's like a little fortune teller hut that I always see I drive by. She's doing $5 readings now. And I'm like, I might make a stop by just to see. She got a Cadillac out front. So I was like, she must be selling a lot of $5 readings.
Yeah.
Because you got a caddy out front, son.
I don't really believe in fortune telling.
No,
but
do I. But it's fun to fuck with them.
Then College Park, there was a fortune teller who got investigated by the police. And because the students made up something on the spot, this lady was just trying to live her life. And they basically got her in trouble with the police officers, with the police department there. What happened? So there's this popular spot. It's like on Route 1 on College Park. And I think back in the day, some students made up something where it's like, oh, do you have change for a penny? Which is like code or keyword for something.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like either for prostitution or money laundering or something. But because it became so popular, it was in an article that the police caught eye of it. And they actually investigated her house. And there was like a search warrant and everything.
I feel like I said, this fortune teller hut in Annapolis.
Do you feel like there's some shit going on?
I think there's some money laundering. Well,
Right, because why? How do you charge for fortune telling? How do you live off fortune telling?
yeah,
When it's only like, I don't know, like $1 or $2.
yeah, like
You
something.
must be making like, people had to be coming like every 5 minutes.
You got to be very convincing.
You have to
'cause
be good. Like you gotta see the future and back.
I actually think that malls are money laundering.
You think so?
Like, well, I'm at the mall every single day.
If you had to pick a country, what are they laundering for? Don't say the Russians. That's cheating.
No. So
Cubans.
I
Ooh.
think when I see a lot of these new shops popping up, and then in Annapolis Mall, look. There's a lot of Japanese spots popping up. Just throwing that out there, son. Yo, we are about to go to war because I just said some fuck shit, and now we're about to get fucking nukes. Like, do they have nukes? I feel like they probably.
Bro, they have
Let me
one
stop.
area.
Let me stop. Because
this is not the episode.
yeah, that was about to get really, really, really dark, really bad, and like people are fucking complaining. I feel like that I should just stop that. But I do think the mall is laundering money. Like, I look at, I was walking past Claire's the other day, and I'm texting with Sarah, and I go, she asked me some question. I walked past Claire's. I go, yo, how's this place still in business? I took a picture.
Because it's not.
Yeah, dude, there's new Claire's popping up all the time. And I'm like, why? Who goes in this bitch? Like, who's going to Claire's?
It's a cover up.
It is. They're laundering money. There's an art gallery in the mall. Never anyone in there laundering. Phone repair. There's like 3 phone repair shops in the mall.
That I can believe.
Yeah, no one's ever in them. They're empty all the time. There's a key making shop or whatever. I've gone in there once because we when we got the.
Don't you just go to Home Depot for that?
We
They do it
have
like automatically.
Well, we have like the remote and stuff,
fancy.
so we fancy and shit, flex. But like no one's ever in there ever. What else? There's a lot of spots in that mall that I'm like, yo, they just moved the Curmudgeon bookstore from Marley Station over to Annapolis Mall. We're the only ones that go in there.
Keep in mind, everyone, this is supposed to be about what we do. I don't know if you know our conversations, but they're never on track.
Well, the worst thing is we have multiple conversations on multiple social media platforms. They're all different. And right now what you're getting is all those conversations merged into this episode.
Like texting, Facebook, Instagram.
And none of them are the same conversation. It's almost like
All over the place.
it's like, all right, I got it to be continued here. Let me go to Instagram. All right. It's like, okay, like this is a new topic. Let me go to text message. And it is wild because it's like
Rabbit holes on horror, politics.
dude, it gets gnarly in the in the DMs. It is fucking wild because it's like if anyone's on, they're like, "What are y'all talking about?" Like a bunch of it's just memes, and then like when there is dialogue, it's like none of this shit makes sense. Like you guys are like definitely certifiable. Like you guys aren't right. And it's like, dude, we're just like letting it pour out. I don't know what to tell you, man. Sometimes we got to vent. Sometimes you just got to come out.
No, we're good at conversing with each other. We're just not good at conversing because we have a system.
Yeah, well,
like essentially, we have like the way you and I talk. It's never. What is that? Is that a taser?
Like it's a lighter.
That's a lighter.
Yeah.
See, like this. This is
like
I had to catch myself. That is not a lighter. Let me see. What?
I just lit a candle with it.
Yeah, but that looks like a taser. That electricity just popped out of. You can light anything on fire with that's a taser.
I mean, I got on Amazon for like $9.
That is not that shit over. Let me see. I promise I won't burn your comics.
Oh, you would get set on fire if you did.
This? What? How do you? Dante, what is this? This is a taser.
It lights my candles. That's what I use it for, is lighting candles. Maybe it is a taser. I don't know, but I use it to light candles.
This is the shit, like the little globe. Remember Spencer's where they had the ball?
Yeah. Also laundering money.
You think so?
I promise you. I promise. Who's going in? How many people going there?
I feel like
who's going in there buying dildos? No one. No.
Let me stop you now, because the one time I went in Spencer's, the one time I decided to go to Spencer's for Halloween to look for a costume, you're wrong. Well, I hardly say that because I love you so fucking much.
Well, I didn't know that they had sex toys in there until recently.
Bitch, CVS has sex toys in there.
I mean, Target, like I was like walking down aisle in Target one day, I was like, what the fuck?
I know. I saw like a little 2-year-old holding a box of like it was like, what are you doing, boy? Like the mom was just like, give me that. That's for later.
I was just there to get some action figures.
This is why this episode probably is not going to air.
Yeah, like
you have to cut out.
It goes out tomorrow, so there's no room for edits. So we got to chill.
We're not even on anything. I didn't even take any.
I considered it, but I have to like have a long conversation tonight about like life insurance. So I was like, I should probably be sober for that one. Like, but then just to kind of make it clear to the individual I'm talking to, is like I gotta let them know. I was like, hey, I'm not buying insurance. I just had questions, just so I can understand.
Yeah, put your foot down
when I'm ready. Well,
it's like they're at the door trying to sell you solar panels.
Well, I'm kind of a mixed bag when it comes to like sales, because like I am very gullible, but also when I've made my mind up that I don't want to buy something, I'm a fucking dick. I'm very, very like just obnoxious and rude. But this is a friend, and I want to let them know up front, like, I'm not buying anything. You can try all your sales voodoo that you want. I just have questions, so I can understand.
Is this not flammable?
I don't know.
It's like electricity.
It set the candle on.
That's why it's a taser.
I mean, I never thought of it that way. I just thought of it as
it's battery powered.
I mean, I thought of it as a lighter.
What if you know what? Take this away from me before I electrocute myself.
Yeah, well, so I thought about it too. Once you mentioned, I was like, well, I mean, if I put my hand in
we can't have this next to us at all. Sarah has to come down and take this.
Well, that was the one that was in the kitchen. I took it because once I got candles on, I was like, well, I need to light these candles, and I can't be trusted with matches. So
I used to pretend they were fireballs and throw them at people.
All right. I mean, I'm not that bad. Like, fucking relax.
I thought I was an avatar.
See, this is what they mean when they say, like, hey, we need to take these cartoons off the air.
This episode can't air. Dumbass arsonist over here who thought he was a firebender.
Dude, like, my uncle burned down the garage when he was 8, I believe. And I guess it's a thing, like, which is why we bought a house without a garage, because I almost burned down a garage myself when I was 9 or 10.
I almost blew up because of Brian.
Okay. Well, That sounds like you're blame shifting, but okay. Like you're blaming it on Brian. That's
Brian
not okay.
literally, okay, I went for July 4th. I went to his family's house for a cookout, right? We was just grilling hot dogs and everything for the family. He decides to pull out some Italian sausages, which is high in oil and fat content.
Delicious.
They're great. I agree. But I don't think they should go on a grill, especially a propane grill. And let me tell you why. Because we was grilling it. I was like, all right, well, we could just leave it here. Brian's like, all right, let me go inside. I'm just going to put the Italian sausages on the grill. I'm going to just leave it at that. And I'm like, okay, cool. He closes it while the fire is going. And the oil is dripping down to where the flames are. So I'm like, I didn't know all this just yet. Right. So I'm like, all right, let me flip the patties over. Let me flip the hot dogs, roll them, whatever. I opened up. There's a giant flame that bursts out and burns the fuck out of my eyebrows. And I'm like, oh, Brian. So he's walking away and I'm like, Brian. And there's like literally a flame up in the sky, like literally as tall as me. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to die. This is going to be a final destination. My arm is going to end up on someone's table. this is going to be bad. Brian's nephew goes, Brian, or cousin, he's like, Brian, the grill's on fire. I'm like, is there no sense of urgency?
Super casual about that.
This is exactly how he said
like,
it.
maybe you should be concerned.
He was like, Brian, your friend said the grill's on fire. All right, I'm going to go back to my Switch. I'm like, bro, can you shout at him? Brian's like running back, and I'm like, all right, I got to turn the propane off because
I don't mess with propane, son.
That's what I said.
Like when I was working in storage, we had a dude come in first thing in the morning.
I thought there should have been charcoal. I thought it was, yep.
I agree. I do charcoal. Well, we have the electric grill out back, but I don't even use that anymore. I'm just going to get another charcoal grill. But when you're doing Italian sausage, you got to poke. You got to poke sausages so that way the oils like come out.
I just did the burgers. I was not in charge of the longer meat extremities. I literally just helped with the burgers. That was it.
I mean, I'm just explaining, with the sausages how that goes. I mean, I never had an issue.
Brian, if you hear this episode, please take note for next time so you don't blow your buddy up. Thank you.
I never had no issues with the sausages on the grill. So.
I usually just throw them on a pan and call it a day.
That's not wrong either. But I mean, but every so often, you like the grill marks on there, make it work. But all right.
What are we supposed to talk about again?
Let's bring it back to it. I got an outline right
Keep in mind, we're both sober. I didn't take a shot. I didn't do anything. Nothing actually.
No consideration.
Nothing. I see the alcohol right there, and I don't even think I need it.
I only have a shot. Like whenever we do Colompton, Steve's like, let's have a shot. We didn't do one this week, which is weird.
I don't need a shot. I'm so tired. I'm burnt out. I think that's what it is. I'm doing burnt out talking.
Yeah, my family will definitely co-sign on that because when I get tired, I just start saying things. They're like, my daughter go, "You're tired, aren't you?" I'm like, yeah.
We're like the little kids that blabber on and talk about nothing.
So my daughter just starts saying random shit. It's like, who are you talking to? Like, oh, no one. It's you gotta chill, kid. But then I remember you are my child, so I do shit like that too. Look, let me bring us back to base here. We were talking about jiu-jitsu. I wanted to talk about your sponsor a little bit here as well, and kind of get some feels there. And then what else is here? Oh, more jiu-jitsu stuff. Looks like questions, rapid fire.
My sponsors hear this. This is a poor representation.
The sponsors are like, yo,
what? Who did we hire?
Maybe we need to, I don't know, not deal with this dude anymore. Nah, we got this.
They just sent me some stuff too. I definitely gotta wear it for practice. Well, I wore it for practice. I need to really just wear it out when I go compete.
I found the black rash guard. Sarah folded and put it with my regular T-shirts. I was like, what do you like?
I hate that.
Don't do that. The thing is, I have a specific section.
Yeah, I do too.
And
I was missing a rash guard for ages, and then my girl just put it like, I don't know where she put it. I think she put it with hers.
like,
I was like, you don't think this smells like ass? Like, does this not stink to you?
actually, okay, yeah, so she did take stuff out the wash. I was like, wait a minute. Speaking of which, because if I wash my gi and I don't switch it out quick, it like I don't know, it just
You gotta wash it right away.
yeah. Well, yeah, I do. I do. I
Yeah,
put it
no,
right
no,
away. But then it's like once the wash is done, I got to pull it out to dry right away.
Can we talk real quick about water bills and because we do this sport?
Dude. Dude.
Not made of money. My water bill.
So if I'm not at the gym, I'm down here working out.
Yeah.
And
I might go to a laundromat and just do that.
So for a while when our washer and dryer was broken, we were going to the laundromat.
I did the same thing too.
And
I went to a bougie one though.
we went to one that was a little suspect. I think they were selling dope out the back.
Our currency came in like a card that we had to fill up online, and then that's how you would pay for the washer and dryer, and then they would offer you like drinks and stuff like that.
What the fuck?
I was like, oh, I'm at the club.
Ours was not offering us anything. They had a TV with 2 channels.
I forgot what ours was even called, but I appreciated it. I actually didn't even want my washer and dryer to be fixed because I like this place so much.
Yeah, it became routine to go there. You know, it was like let's just go to the laundromat, and then once we got like the new washer and dryer, like it felt weird. It was like it's nice to be able to do my laundry here, but also it just feels like part of the routine's missing now.
Yeah.
But like when I work out, like as soon as I get done working out, I throw my
it stinks.
Yeah,
poofs,
and the thing is like because I work out every day, so it's not like okay, well I want to save this for son. Let me tell you, like I went to Skolstis. I guess it's called something different this year.
What's it called?
So, like it was called Skullfest.
Skullfest. And that's what the laundromat was called?
No, the party I went to.
Oh, ooh.
But like I went like there yesterday, and they're like, oh, I hadn't seen most of them in a year, and they're like, yo, like you, like we can see you've been slimming down. I was like, which was funny. It's like I weighed the same last year.
I've been getting the same comment too. People look at me and like, did you lose weight? I'm like, oh no, I'm still like 225.
Yeah, I still weigh the same. I don't know, but they're like, you've been like working. I was like, I mean, I am active. Like I do some like.
I'm not.
Friday I didn't do anything just because I was.
Ooh, missed a day.
I was just like, I'm not doing anything. I'm chilling, and like I knew that on Saturday I'm doing jiu-jitsu, so it's like, that's going to be a lot.
You know what? I had this conversation with someone, and they were asking me like, oh, what's your workout routine? This is like someone from work. I was like, what's your workout routine? You're so buff and blah blah blah. I was like, man, all I do is throw people all day.
Yeah.
And like ward big people off with my guard and stuff like that. I was like, that's literally my workout. I don't lift weights anymore because I don't think my body allows it because I got too many injuries that kind of like carry over.
I ran into that at one point, and then I changed how I was lifting and what I was lifting. Like I do a lot of light weights.
I did the same thing too. Instead of throwing Brandon Epps, I throw Brandon Timmons.
Well, there's definitely a difference in weight for sure. Yeah,
800 pounds versus 130, of course.
Like easily. Like I'm gonna take the 130 every day. Like and not only that, the 130 is probably not trying to wrist lock you.
No
drills.
No.
Like here, let's drill. Let me see your hand. Like what? Why are you drilling?
They be trying to catch me with that wrist lock when we spar.
Ugh.
And I want to.
Who? Oh, big was it Big Al that wrist locked me a couple Sundays ago?
See, that's just rude.
And we both knew. I knew he was going for a wrist lock. He knew that I knew, and he just kept like slow, like little by little, isolating my arm.
That's fine with me, right? I like that.
Well, the thing is, like, he basically got me to a point where I couldn't move any further. Mm-hmm. So it was like, look, all you have left now is the wrist lock, so just accept it. And I was like, fuck, fine, whatever. But it's like, it was like,
see, that's safe though.
Yeah, like yeah, it wasn't like you caught me off guard. Like no, I knew it was coming. I just still don't like wrist locks.
I wish people would do that to me. I wish people were nice, but they're not.
Well, and then was it what did I go last Monday? There was a Monday. I was off on a Monday, and one of our drills, like one of our warm up drills, like we were wrist locking.
What is that warming up?
I was angry because I was like, I looked at Rich and I was like, yo.
The only sweat you'll get from that is anxiety from your wrist.
Well, then and then to finish off the warm up, like we had to do like I can't even remember. I know we ended with burpees. And I was like, yo, I hate wrist locks and burpees. Why am I even fucking here, dude?
Wrist lock, and then you gotta land on your.
Yeah, man. I was like, yo, like, you know, I had to look around, like, yo, this is what y'all do every like morning class, like wrist locking each other in burpees. This is kind of dumb. I don't want to do this. Like, I'm glad I'm not going to be on Wednesday, even though like I did have fun rolling with everyone.
Yeah,
but it was just like, yo, why are we wrist locking each other? This isn't okay. Like, it was like it's safe wrist lock though that he showed us.
Have you ever seen that one? It's like a challenge where you're on a track, right? And okay, let me before I tell my thought process. You said burpees, right? Remember what Coach Sebastian was like earlier? Like, would you rather or do like 500 burpees? I said I'd rather do 500 burpees.
You go ahead and kick me.
Yeah. Okay, so that's where your answer is. I said I'd rather just do 500 burpees. You ever look at that challenge where God, my ADHD is where you know you do like burpees across the track, and then you do like crab walk, and then you do like lunges. Would you ever do that?
No. I absolutely
Hard
would
ass no.
not. No,
No.
It's the hardest no ever. In fact, if that was even something presented to me,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to like call the police, like or call in a bomb threat or something. I don't like stuff like that. It's not cool
Why?
because it's fucking terrible.
But you work out every day. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't fucking do burpees every day. That shit is dumb. Burpees are the worst.
Would you do a high rocks?
I don't even know what the fuck you just said to me.
Look, have you not seen it before? It's
I've seen the word.
It's like the new fitness trend. Like, I don't know, like you throw a medicine ball up in the air and hit a target, and then you got to run a mile and then do like, I don't know. Like,
Why the fuck would I do that?
I don't know. Fitness people got these weird challenges like CrossFit and like, you know, doing the CrossFit games and everything.
Fitness people just go, I don't know, the Muay Thai or Jiu-Jitsu. Like, no, I want to be the best at exercising. Like, fuck off. Like, so there's like a CrossFit gym next to us at SP. Now every time like
Is that SP? Oh yeah. No, I don't think they're CrossFit. I think it's just a regular gym.
That's even dumber.
But that's such a good scam. Like you basically get, I don't think it's a scam. Actually, I appreciate group stuff like that because it gives people like a space to actually work out instead of like running around and like or getting lost in Planet Fitness. Like people go to Planet Fitness, they're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What am I gonna do? Am I like they'll literally do the leg curling machine and use it as arm curls. So they're like their faces in the cooch area of the seat trying to and they're like, am I doing this right? I'm like,
like I mean, if you think you are,
you should definitely look at YouTube video.
Well, that's what whenever I have like an exercise that I come across, I'm like, okay, I need to look up a video just to make sure I'm doing this right. Like I saw the video initially when I made the workout, but now I need to look and make sure I'm doing this exactly right. Because
I think it's like the training factor, like having a trainer there motivate you is even like I think is a big plus.
Yeah.
Because you know, like not many people could do like the CrossFit thing. Like no one can do a handstand and walk across the aisle or a mat and then suddenly walk back. Like I can't do that.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like, oh, I can do all these cool handstand things. Like, can you check a leg kick?
I would regurgitate like, whatever I ate that morning.
Like I don't. I like to do just low impact workouts. That's gonna fucking.
But you're gonna do jiu-jitsu where you get thrown on your back and then.
Well, yeah, I do those low impact workouts so I can go do jiu-jitsu. Like I mean, because most of my workout stuff that I do does kind of it is like meant to kind of like help me there. And a big part I know for me was like really my like I couldn't do like any kind of sit up guard or anything because my stomach was always in the way. I was like, okay, I gotta like I got to reduce this fucking belly fat, dude.
Yeah.
We got to at least clear that first. And then really like kind of working on my core.
Do you really think that makes a big deal?
It did for me.
Really?
Like, well, I had a weak core.
I
too.
always thought about like, man, does the body fat?
I don't think it does for everyone, but for me, it was a
You
factor.
ever seen a big obese guy who ever breakdance? Because I think about that a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm fascinated.
I don't know if his name was B-Boy Crumbles or B-Boy Cookie Monster or something. But this dude was like 300 pounds doing like windmills. And I was like, wait, I can do that.
I mean,
Then I tried it and I pulled my shoulder. And then I was like, no, what's the secret sauce for this?
I do think because I've seen like, we've got cats at the gym like that got bigger bellies that do fine.
Yeah,
Sit
like
up
Brandon
hard.
Epps. He's like 900 pounds.
I mean, I thought it was 850, but whatever. But like for me, like I have a very weak core. So
Yeah.
and I do think like that's been kind of helping me. Well, I know that's been helping me.
Yeah.
'Cause I think part of it though too is like that mental confidence, knowing that I'm working,
Yeah.
and then I actually start like training and doing different things. And it's like, oh, okay, I can do this thing.
Yeah.
Versus like before, I didn't have that. It was just like, oh, my belly's in the way. I
Yeah.
can't do this. But like now, I'm like, oh, I can do this. Like I texted you the other day. I was doing De La Hiva and I felt good.
Yeah.
Like, I ran into some trouble with Kyle Prescott, but a big part of that was like, I mean, he knows. So I'm having to work a little harder to track him while doing it. And I just couldn't, like, my hip burned out. I was like, okay, fuck. But the fact is, I felt more confident just because, like, who did I get? Rodney. No. I don't think I went De La Hiva with Rodney because as soon as I tried, he sat right down. He was like, nope. I was like, all right. Like,
Which is crazy because I know he likes to wrestle. Like he's always trying to like do wrestling.
Well, then I went to lasso spider on him.
Oh,
instead. I was
okay.
like, okay. So like I'm gonna chain these joints together. Son,
Yeah, it's sad.
we working, son. We working, son. Like, well, who's I can't. It might have been you. Someone was like, no, you got to pick like the right rounds in front of coach. So I was like, all right, let me find.
I don't think it was me.
Let me find these white belts.
I don't think it was me.
Let me get some of these white belts out here, like not the spazzy ones.
I always say take your hardest rounds. I like hard rounds.
So do I, but like it depends on like on those Saturdays. If CH is there, I always want CH first.
Yeah.
I want to get that round early while I have like the energy to really like kind of focus.
I like them. I like him as a last round. I like hard rounds in the last. And sometimes it's not always go that way. But like if I could get a hard round, the last match, I would prefer that because I'm exhausted. I kind of get to learn how to like deal with the exhaustion while dealing with someone who's like giving me that work. Right. And I mean, that's not always the case. Like, for example, like sometimes like Jeremy's another hard round for me or Navarro, but I might just get them early and not because like I want to get out the way, but just because situationally they're in front of me and I don't want to go look around and be like, hey, you want a partner? And you're like, no. And just grab who you can that is an appropriate round for you. That's just where my head is at.
Yeah, like for me getting those hard rounds early, just because I do have a hard time concentrating, especially when I'm tired.
Have you heard this episode already? This shit is like this is a bad episode.
If anyone has made it this far, thank you, because weird. So like somehow we made it back to jiu-jitsu. When we were talking about the YWCA at one point.
I was about to lose. I was about to change the subject again.
Like, oh, trust me, it's coming. It's coming. Like, I'm looking around at action figures right now. I was like, ooh,
I've been doing the same, and I'm looking at like a lot of like the Mephisto one I see over there.
Dude, that one. So, I actually got a second.
That's not set it. Have you set it up, or is it in the process?
Yeah,
it's right there.
It's
right?
up there.
Yeah, that's what I saw. That's what I was looking at.
I got a second one for Phil because when it came out, he couldn't like he was just going through a lot, like bouncing around. And I was like, dude, like this dude deserves this.
Yeah,
I know he would love this.
Yeah,
so I want to get this for this dude. And when I gave it to him, I told him, like, look, because I was worried because he was explaining like,
did he go to Otakon?
I don't believe so.
Oh,
I don't believe so. He was explaining that he was downsizing his collection, and I got nervous. I was like, oh, like I got this bigger. So like I gave it to him. Like I told him like after I was like, if you didn't take the figure, I was gonna like you were gonna get beat up, and I was gonna put it in your car. like you wouldn't have a choice. This is yours,
And I better see it posted up somewhere.
and you better fucking put it somewhere at home. Because like, but it was just like one of those things. Like I feel like when it came out, he had mentioned like, look, I'm not gonna be able to get it. I'm gonna miss the window for it. I was like,
Yeah.
like fuck that. I got you, dude.
That's a good friend right there.
And I was just trying to make it like
Where's the clap button for that? I don't know.
See, I have to turn the volume. It's loud for us.
It's
but, like,
out. Yeah, that made me jump.
it is weird because it's like it's not loud on.
I thought I was watching the other mommy trailer again. That
Oh, I need to. Yeah, I
you
need
see
to.
that trailer?
Yeah, I need to watch it again. Like
This episode is so butchered. This is so bad. I have to catch up so bad.
what was it? Well, like kind of even going back to our text conversation about Jessica Chastain. It's like for years I thought that was Bryce Dallas Howard. But it don't feel bad because her dad thought the same thing. like Jessica Chastain was in some movie and like Ron Howard called his daughter and was like, "Why did you do that?"
Wait, what?
And she was like, "What?" It's like, "No, that's not me, Dad." I was like, "Oh."
Did you watch that trailer though?
Yeah.
Did it make you jump?
It made me uneasy, and
It made me jump.
I
'Cause
felt uncomfortable. But I want to watch it again because I gotta.
You want to real? So this is what happened with me. So I went to go watch the Odyssey, right? For some reason, if you watch it in IMAX, the view is nice. Don't get me wrong, but the sound, the music, everything just blowing up your ear. It was really, really loud. It like pierced my ear. So, and that's like during the movie. They kept that same energy for the trailers. And if you watch the other mommy trailer,
Okay.
it made me, I almost pooped myself and I had to go to my car and change. Like it was that bad.
I don't know.
Please delete that. I don't want people hearing that. But that's how bad it was. I remember the kitchen scene and I was watching it and then I see her under the table, but then I don't know, they made the music or sound for that so loud that it pierced my ear. And I thought I was going to fart and the girl next to me eating popcorn with her boyfriend was going to smell it. I was like, ooh, sorry, I'm a nervous wreck right now.
Like I'm a farter when I get scared.
Oh my God, I hope no one hears this episode.
Like the problem that I have with certain horror movies is they do
do that.
They're cheap. So they try to get the cheap scare by making a loud sound to mess with you. And I really, really, really hate it. And it's not even because, it scares me. No, I think it's cheap and I don't think it's scary at all.
It's just sound effects. You know what though? Obsession.
So that's scary because I've watched it 10 times and
it's just so uncomfortable.
It's each time I watch it, it's a different movie.
Yeah. And there's always something to pick up on.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think I mentioned this to Devin. It's like that the final scenes when you're having kind of the final between.
Remember,
them.
he likes Candyman. That opinion from him is.
Yeah, I mean, well, Candyman's all right. I mean, it's.
Oh, was it Candyman or was it Hellraiser?
So Hellraiser's.
That's the one.
I can't Hellraiser's not my bag.
That's the one.
That's not my bag.
That's the one where I was like, ee.
It's like I watch and I try, dude. I'm like, I'm gonna give it a shot, and it's just like anytime I watch, I'm like, this ain't my cup of tea, son. I gotta move on. Fuck this.
It didn't do anything for me. If I was gonna do Hellraiser, I might as well watch Freddy.
Yeah, I mean, that's my whole thing too. Is like Phil and I were talking about this yesterday. I believe we were talking about just horror and what people will call horror versus not, and it's like,
yeah. So what is your definition on that?
I mean, the technical definition or my definition?
What do you think are some elements that define horror movie?
Discomfort, fear, anxiety inducing.
What do you think is the mainstream concept of horror now?
So the mainstream concept.
So for example, Starship Troopers was considered horror at one point until they changed it to sci-fi thriller action.
I did not know that. Actually, I've actually never watched Starship Troopers though.
It's just propaganda. You watch the White House UFC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch basically half of. And nothing against. I love the card, but when I watched it, it was like every commercial was like join the military,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, well, this is definitely Starship Troopers right here. Like, can I even get like I don't know, a Ford F-150 commercial, something
Like,
different?
yeah, something without trying to like get me to join the military. I mean, it's just
Yeah, it was literally.
just want to buy a truck.
Every commercial was just join the military, join the military, join the military.
Well, like when I look at, well, when I think about conversations that I have with people when it comes to like what is horror, I need to start asking.
Talking about that.
I need to start asking them what they think horror is, because when I talk about certain episodes that we do for a horror podcast,
Yeah.
I will bring up like when we did we're doing the theme this year is horror television, and I brought up Scooby Doo, Where Are You? And someone at the gym.
Don't say they said it's horror.
No, no, they argue with me. Why would you do that? It's not horror. And I was like, well, I can tell you why it is horror. Just because my whole thing is just because it doesn't scare you doesn't mean it's not horror. But also horror elements, horror adjacent things that play into it. So you have ghosts, you have monsters.
Yeah.
Now they are humans behind those masks, yes, but it's a gateway for children to kind of have that ideal of horror and build in the tolerance for that.
That's a good way of putting it.
Right. And even when I used to teach preschool, we would read like little stories to kids. Mouse's First Halloween.
Yeah.
That is considered horror, appropriate horror for children. And it's like you have to kind of, bridge these things to a certain point. Now, then when we get to things like Silence of the Lambs or Seven, people are like, well, those aren't horrors, those are thrillers. And those are
Is Seven the one with the little, it's an animated film?
No, Seven is the Seven Deadly Sins with Brad Pitt.
Okay. There's, or maybe that's 9. No. Basically, the human world was destroyed by machines. I think there's 9 hearts, but they're technically mechanical beings that contain a human heart, which open the key to restoring the world back to like having a greener area, humanity, and stuff like that.
I think I have a feeling I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let me just check. First off, every time my phone gets close to the mic, it starts buzzing. Let's see here.
Because you know what's crazy about going back to the Scooby-Doo? Do you remember the Scooby-Doo movie where it was basically like a zombie one, but it was used like cats and witchcraft?
Yeah.
That one scared me as a kid.
Yeah, because
I got scared. I literally got scared to that I was going to get haunted by cats and zombies.
There's certain things, like as a kid, like I would see.
It made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing too, is the discomfort element. But like Silence of the Lambs was considered a horror until it swept the Big Five at the Oscars.
Cool. I liked it.
And then that's a whole nother conversation, Mark, that we will have an intervention with.
Eating brains and then
but like when when they swept the Big Five at the Oscars, suddenly it got switched to thriller, because horror never gets any respect in the Academy.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
They got what movie of the year?
Really, thriller?
Yeah, they moved it to thriller.
Did they not see someone get like disemboweled by getting kicked off the balcony?
No, that was Hannibal.
Okay, never mind.
But even with Hannibal, I don't think that gets listed as a horror. I think they lean again more thriller, and I think Silence of the Lambs is more horror than Hannibal is.
Really?
Yeah, because of the element of what's going on. You're tracking a serial killer, who's basically kidnapping women and skinning them. So that in itself is like, it's terrifying. But I think, movies like that, when people are like, oh, well, they're thrillers, it's like, well, thriller is a subgenre of horror.
Yeah.
So really trying to argue that, something like the movie The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin, I think that's a fucking horror movie. And people are like, no, it was like, well, are you a parent? Like,
which one is that one?
Where Frodo from Lord of the Rings like moves in with them, and Macaulay Culkin is basically terrorizing this kid. They like kill a dog. It like, in spoilers on it because it's a 30-plus-year-old movie.
That was older. I think I know what movie you're talking about too now. Did he like burn a dog or something? Or
no, what movie? Well, the only movie I can think of is Butterfly Effect.
Butterfly Effect is probably one.
And I kind of put that in that same
I
pocket
thought that was
too.
horror too.
I
think it got that one I think really did get switched from horror to like sci-fi thriller drama.
yeah, I mean, and again, they're all kind of rubbing elbows together.
Yeah.
and people like
Donnie Darko I thought was horror.
Donnie Darko. I agree. Event Horizon. People like to argue that one. It's like, dog, like, have you seen it? Like, Sam Neill is like, no, that's a fucking horror movie, dude. It's just like,
Speaking of Sam Neill, wasn't he in another movie with the vampires? I think it was not Benchwarmers. That's a comedy. Daywalkers. It's like it was with Ethan Hawke.
yeah, that Daybreakers.
Yeah, that one. Why did I think Benchwarmers?
It's like, well, not even
No.
close.
I that was considered horror too, and then they changed it when the Sci-Fi Channel just.
Yeah, it's just like certain things bug me, and then the conversation bugs me because it's like,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying I'm a horror expert by any means. In fact, like since starting the podcast, I started getting more and more involved with horror. Before I was just a fan. Now I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get a better understanding of things and the conversations around it. And the problem that I have is just like, you have people who's like, I like Freddy, I like Jason, I like, slashers. Those are horrors, and that's their only idea of what a horror is slashers or ghost stories or monsters. And it's like, well, there's so much more to horror than just that. I mean, you go on Shudder, and there's some movies that are kind of questionable in the idea, like, is this a horror or not? But when you like, what's the movie they just did an American remake? Speak No Evil.
Yeah.
Like,
Speak No Evil is the one with the. Is it the blind?
no. That's Don't Breathe.
That one.
Don't Breathe. Yeah.
That one cracked me up actually.
Like that one's a wild movie.
That one's wild because everyone's been talking about the turkey baster.
Yeah, that
online, and then they showed that clip, and I was like,
it was like, yeah,
that's disturbing. That one made me super uncomfortable because these creators literally looked. They know, like they took the darkest jokes and made it into a movie, and I was like, they implemented it, and I was like, that's disturbing.
Like that one. Speak No Evil. That one in Speak No Evil. I don't even know how to describe it. It was a Danish movie initially.
Yeah.
And that one I think is actually more messed up.
These movies really do make me uncomfortable.
Because like what happens is you have a couple, well, you have a family that encounters another family.
Yeah.
And they start hanging out with the family.
Mm-hmm.
And this new family that they're hanging out with starts like getting really weird, like the wife of the innocent family, we'll call them. She's basically like, look, I'm a vegetarian, and then they make dinner and like
who's the cast in this movie? Why does it sound familiar?
So they did an American remake, and I know James McAvoy.
That's the one. Yep. I remember now. Okay, yeah.
I don't know the actors from the Danish
because
one.
he goes like buck wild in the movie.
Yeah.
Like he starts as a simple guy and then just goes crazy.
He's like screaming at the kid, like
because it's two kids involved, right? And they're trying to help. One, I think, is trying to help the other escape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember that one.
But like basically, in I can't remember the American ending, but like the Danish ending, essentially kind of the same thing as The Strangers. Like, well, and The Stranger, she's like, "Why are you doing this?" And they're like, "Well, because you're home," which is that fucks with me every time because it's like, oh, you like if you would have not answered the door or like not been there, they would have moved on. But like in Speak No Evil, they're basically like, why are you doing this? And we're like, because you let us. Because that's kind of what it was.
Yeah.
Each step of the way, it's the dad from the innocent family, for lack of a better term, kind of letting the other dad overstep boundaries.
Yeah. He's dictating everything. It's like you could literally put a cap on this and dip. Yeah. Like way earlier. But then you literally let it drag.
Yeah.
I remember the movie now.
You just kept letting things go and letting things go. Yeah. And at no point did you speak up. And that's one of the things I think about when like us doing martial arts is like
you can put your foot down and then you have confidence to put your foot down.
Yes. That's what I always tell people. It's not even about like, can you fight or not? I don't think I can fight, but I'm confident enough to speak up and say, nah, we're not doing that.
You give a good guy a scratch on the arm. That's what I'll do.
Yeah. I mean, Like, I mean, no.
Where did that come from?
From what was it, Trolls? You better back off, girlfriend. I think we got Super Mario Galaxy in the mailbox.
What was that? But for me, so I've started to appreciate horror movies from a different sense now. Like, I like stories with like folk background and like deep research.
Yeah.
So like the 2015 The Witch. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
I don't like Robert Eggers, but I like that movie.
That movie it's good. It's brilliant, right? It talks about there were so many things, so many elements I enjoyed about the movie. Like one was about like, I think the pilgrimage time, how they got booted out, and then they had to kind of like there was there's still like separation about like God's in the picture versus like dealing with being what's the word I'm looking for? Like an outcast from the village, right? And then they're constantly blaming the daughter for things, and she just wants her way out, and she's like, "Will I succumb to this?" And like you see what I enjoyed the most is that they did their research, kind of like Sinners, right? Like there was a lot of research done for Sinners on the lore of vampires. So going back to The Witch, there was so much research done on like what did witches do back in the day, or in terms of folk tales, like what did witches do, how like what is their relation to, like Christianity versus like to the devil, right? How do they like give themselves in, or Lucifer or whoever, and like how do they become regular women into witches? And I thought that was like so captivating too, because it like made me uncomfortable like watching these scenes. And like
I think in that period of time with like movies especially, we started getting to this point of, I always think like horror goes through these different identity changes per decade, right? So like the 70s really kind of like turned up the heat on like religious horror and serial killer horror.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
You get to the 80s, you start getting your slashers really taking off.
Do you think it's because it was an issue back in the day?
So I think
because there's so many.
So I do think when Halloween came out in 78, and how people are like, oh, people watching now think, oh, it's not scary, but you have to put yourself in 1978. That's a decade of like serial killers.
Exactly.
So now you have
like
this
decades and decades of like people getting like missing, or like people are getting locked up because they killed like, I don't know, like 53 people.
It's like Son of Sam, Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, all these things. And Dahmer was active in the 70s into the 80s.
And that's just one location. Keep in mind, there are still serial killers in different countries that still that are being like figured out now.
Yeah. So I mean, when you look at a movie like that at that time, it makes sense why it was scary. Then you get to the 80s, you start getting your slasher uprise. You get to your 90s, and it gets a little weird because they're trying to carry over the slasher into the 90s. But
I think they're too distracted by different things, like the sci-fi element. So, for example, Aliens was one. The Thing was a really big one, which I thought was, Brian would disagree, but because like my crew at work, we all love like horror films. I only got into it because of them. But The Thing I thought was a very good psychological scare, more than like sci-fi and horror. So it's kind of like figuring out like what's going on, who's doing what. It was kind of like the Saw for me.
Yeah, I mean, like I think The Thing is a brilliant movie, and I didn't appreciate it until much more recently.
Later. Yeah, same.
But and I think that's an episode where Phil and I were talking about trying to do, Phil and them. I'm going to be there, but I'm not participating. Like Aliens 40th anniversary, because we did an Alien episode. But
did you watch Romulus?
Did I? I feel no, I didn't. I did not
like
watch
the Prometheus parts of Alien.
Like I think
like backstories.
I think they all did an episode, and I posted it, but I was not part of the episode at all.
For you to steal credit.
And I mean, it was on my platform. Fuck y'all. Y'all do the work, and I'll benefit. But no, it's like when you get into the 90s, you had to carry over from the slashers in the 80s, and I think people were just tired of it. So that's when meta horror hit. And people like to credit it to Scream,
like Sharknado.
No,
that scared me.
No, like the meta horror being like Scream, where like you're very aware.
You wouldn't be scared of a shark tornado coming at you?
No, but I actually had to watch all those fucking movies and do an episode on it.
What about Sharktopus?
I'm not watching it. I've seen it. I refuse.
Megalodon versus Titan Boa.
I would probably watch that. Like
you could see that I had a sci-fi phase
like I was
back as a kid. Sci-Fi Channel was a thing. If you're an old head, you know.
yeah, Sci-Fi Channel was the thing. But no, like when they were doing meta horror, everybody likes to credit Scream, but it was actually Wes Craven's New Nightmare that actually started. Well, I don't even want to say started it, but kind of really kick-started the bigger push on it. Because I think, there was...
But Scream was definitely the mainstream concept of...
Yeah, well, I mean, Wes Craven directed both.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like you take Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and basically it's them filming a Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Yeah.
And...
Oh, you're right. You know what? I remember that back as a kid. It was like... Because I didn't really get into the Freddy movies until I became a teenager, right? But then...
That's fair.
But then back in the 90s, it was like, for me, like growing up, I was like, what is this mysterious movie about? Like a lot of the movies, that's the thing I really appreciate back in the day. Movies were not, they weren't given, like the whole thing wasn't given in a trailer.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
Which is so crazy to me now. Like I literally wanted to watch a movie the other day. I forgot what the movie even was. I think it was a Kevin James movie. And I was just curious about the concept because he's in Italy. And so, like, I love Italy. So I watched the movie trailer, and they basically sort of gave the whole movie away.
Yeah.
And it was just like, all right, well, I literally don't need to watch this anymore.
When I go back and watch the trailer for Seven every so often because it was brilliantly done, you watch that trailer and you have no idea what you're walking into. In fact, I mean, look, it's a 30-plus-year-old movie at this point.
Yeah.
It ain't no such thing as no spoilers on this joint. I'm going to let y'all know now Kevin Spacey in that movie, but he ain't in the credits until the very end.
Yeah.
And it was his ideal, he was like, hey, don't put my name on any of the billing. I don't want any attention for this. And once the movie ends, you get like the cast, like Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt, Gwyneth Paltrow, Kevin Spacey as John Doe. And it was like, oh, that's so brilliant. And when you watch that trailer, you have all you know is it's about the 7 deadly sins and crimes being committed in that fashion. And I mean, again, when you look at like those 90s horrors, you had those psychological things. You had Silence of the Lambs. You had Seven. But then you start getting your meta horror that started defining your decade as well. Then when you get to your 2000s, you had a lot of remakes. You had a lot of teenage angst. So you're kind of doing these callbacks to the 80s to some degree.
Yeah.
And then once we got to our 2010s, we started getting like more, what do they call it?
I would call it more like spectral, spiritual type.
Because
like you got to think about like Insidious came about, Amityville Horror came out, 13 Ghosts.
13 Ghosts.
That was the big one.
I mean, again, the remakes though. Like those were remakes, and the thing is, the remakes that they did in the 2000s made sense because these are remakes of movies that came out further back. Specifically, 13 Ghosts was great. I enjoyed the Amityville. I enjoyed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake.
What about The Conjuring?
I love The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Like The Conjuring, I felt like
White Noise.
Horror was in this weird spot.
Yeah.
And then The Conjuring kind of brought it back to the forefront. And then that's where we started getting to elevated horror with The Witch, with The Babadook, with Get Out.
Oh, that's a good one.
We start going down this new
Babadook
road.
was a good one.
So like when it comes to horror and what's, what are the definitions of each decade and what's the definition of horror in general, it is so vast. And I think anyone that just kind of pigeonholes it into like slashers or ghosts or monsters, you're doing yourself a disservice. You have to really, and you can like what you like, right?
Yeah.
But I think you also have to kind of respect the other things that come with it. Is like, I don't even know what my favorite brand of horror is, to be quite honest. Like I really do. I know there are certain things I don't like.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to watch it all.
I think for me, like you're right. Like for me, I enjoy two things: folk tales a lot. Yeah. So like The Witch's one, The Ritual, or I think it takes it in Sweden. Mm-hmm. Midsummer.
Oh, dude, I love Midsummer. Sarah hates Midsummer.
But I like how uncomfortable it makes me feel. And maybe that sounds a little crazy. I like that it makes me feel uncomfortable because it tells me like, this is something that these are real based stories. Like The Ritual, I think is actually, I think their monsters actually something they talked about back in like old tales.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing about folk horror is that it kind of comes from folklore. It comes from it comes from this ideal that even if the story that you're currently telling in your movie is a made up movie ideal, the folk part is still like based on like, hey, these are old stories. We're just gonna craft a new story around those old stories that were being told, whether they're true or not. We don't
Yeah.
know because we weren't there, but we can make a great concept off of it.
You know,
And go ahead.
no, because you just remind me of something. Because like it goes back to like the Sinner, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the trailer for Sinner?
So no, I
It was
actually
ambiguous,
don't.
right?
I don't even think I saw a trailer.
Really?
I went in blind because I saw like a teaser, and even with that, I
It was
didn't get
ambiguous.
yeah, I didn't get any idea.
I appreciated the trailer a lot because again, the Sinners uses folk tale for they use the folk tales for vampires, the lore for vampires, like how it all started, right? When the trailer came out, I was not sure what the movie was even about.
Yeah.
Right? I see that Michael B. Jordan has a twin and they're sheltered from something. That was it. Do you know what trailer that reminds me of? It was a movie with Josh Hartnett, and I think it was they're stationed in Alaska.
30 Days a Night.
Yep, that one. And the same thing, right? The same kind of buildup. That I don't know what was happening
Yeah.
as a kid. I don't know what they're hiding from, or what they're fighting, or what they're trying to prevent. And yeah, and it was left ambiguous until I watched the movie.
One thing that I really love about Sinners, and I kind of rate my movies now in this regard, specifically horror movies. I love that when you're watching that movie, you forget you're watching a horror movie until the vampire shows up later on. It's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I thought I was watching a period piece.
Yes.
And now these vampires are here.
I thought it would be something like based off like a Jim Crow movie when like when I was watching it, right? And I was like, oh, wait, they're talking about so many issues that are happening back in society in that time period. And yeah, I agree. Like if I forget what even the concept is about,
Yeah.
here's my thing. Do you think they'll still rate it as a horror movie later?
Sinners,
Yes. Right now, it's a horror movie.
I can't see why it wouldn't be, just because once you throw in the fact of the vampires there, that kind of, that's the thing though too. Like Interview with the Vampire, it's like, is that a horror movie?
No, it's Brokeback Mountain for vampires.
That one's a tough one because it's like it's got the vampire element to it, but it is like is it really horror? I don't know. It's one of those ones where it's like horror adjacent. I still count it as horror, but like when we look at Sinners, it's like in 10 years, 20 years, is that going to still be considered horror? I would imagine so. But like what I was saying about like when I look at horror movies now is like how good is the movie? Is like if you take away the part of the movie that makes it a certain thing, you can still watch it and enjoy it for the other parts. It's a good movie. So Sinners, if you take away the vampire parts and it's just the movie that it is, it's still a good movie without the vampires. And I've been kind of like toying with that, looking at other movies, and I was like, well, if you take away this part of the movie that, kind of culminated and made it a horror, is the rest of the movie like still a good like movie to watch? So it's something I'm toying with. I think it does still have its flaws, but I enjoyed Sinners. I enjoy, Obsession. And it's like if you take away the scary elements of Obsession, is it still a good movie? I mean, the whole point of that movie was really the scary parts.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know if I would like it even if they took all that, because the whole concept is basically
like. So I mean, that's why I'm like, I don't know if that the way I look at it kind of works in that way.
Yeah.
With everything, but Sinners, it does.
I think with Sinners is because it involves so many. The vampires, when you really think about it, the vampires are there.
Yeah.
Right? They're the antagonists, but there are so many issues and problems way before the movie, right? Like, I mean, they were planning on being murdered that night, regardless, right? There's a whole other issue, aside from the vampires. So that's why it's like if you take away the vampire part, there's still so many good things to talk about in that movie. Like what's gonna happen next?
Yeah. Also another, and I think it's public knowledge now, pretty known that like the wardrobe from Sinners was taken from the unreleased Blade movie that they were working on, but now it sounds like that's never going to happen.
There's only one blade. There'll only ever be one blade.
Yeah. I mean, so far Wesley's right.
Deadpool works in Wolverine. It's in. He said it.
He said it. There'll only ever be one blade, and I mean, they knew. They you know, they were letting us know. But I mean, yeah, that like the blade that the MCU was going to do was going to be a period piece, and then kind of catch it up to, you know, current times. But and Mahershala Ali.
No, you didn't. No, you did great. Say it again for me one.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Whisper it in my ear.
But he basically did an interview recently and was like, look, if they wanted to make the movie, they could have made the movie. Yeah. They had me under contract.
That's the thing. Like they could pull the trigger and they could make pretty much whatever they want.
Yeah. And instead they made the Eternals. So here we are.
That whole phase. Ooh, Dante.
Like
Dante.
I mean, they could be possibly bouncing back. I mean, I enjoyed Thunderbolts. I enjoyed Fantastic Four. I enjoyed Spider-Man.
Did you enjoy Shang-Chi?
I did.
Right.
I did. I enjoyed Shang-Chi.
He's not racist yet. Just wanted to make sure.
Wakanda Forever I enjoyed, but there's like...
That's cheating. You're black.
But there's a lot of slop in there. I was just like, why am I watching this? Like, I'm just watching it now because I watched all the others.
Wakanda Forever or...
No, like a lot of yeah, that phase. There's
that
just
phase.
So much.
It's all over the place. They didn't know what they were doing. They're just popping out material because it's
they had to. Yeah. They're like, look, we gotta, you know. Well, I think the problem that you run into is like the phase 1 through 3. The issue
where does it end in 3? Is it Endgame?
Endgame.
Okay.
Like the issue that you run into, like, and what was great about that is like they had a story building from the very beginning.
They knew where they were going. There was a direction, right?
Yes.
This one, I think they were so confused with the multiverse. Not confused. I think they had it all over the place that it was like, how do you? Yeah. I think Loki fixed it though.
Yeah, it's like how you do the story. And I mean, honestly, they kind of had it in their lap. It's just
close, right?
They executed really weird because like you had the Spider-Man stuff that you were working with. You now own the Fox properties and the Fantastic Four properties. Like, and what they're doing with Doomsday and Secret Wars and the incursions and all the stuff. That's actually what
I'm excited for. Secret Wars.
Oh my God, Secret Wars! I can't talk about the Spider-Man post-credit.
Dang.
And it doesn't really spoil the movie or anything, but I just don't want to. Because I saw the post-credit actually right before I went to the movie. Somebody posted the post-credit. I was like,
hear you.
I was like, okay, that's not hateful. But it's potentially setting up some things. And I'm like, well, it is setting up some things, but it's like, depending on what you're looking at, what could be setting up. But I think where they're going with everything now is still kind of sloppy.
Okay.
But they at least they can right the ship.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Do you think that if they focus on one universe and try to expand it all, it would be cleaner?
Yeah. Well,
that's where my head's at.
Kevin Feige said after Secret Wars, it is one linear timeline, one universe. Everything is going to be universal. Yeah. There's no other fuckery going on.
Because that was too much in phase 4 through 6.
Yeah.
It
was, I mean, when you did the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
That pissed me off.
Dude, there's so much potential. And, like, I don't know what the fuck it was. They fucked that all to hell. Because, I mean, they had a good base at the end of the first Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
To move forward when Mordo was like, there are too many sorcerers, and he took the one dude's powers. It was like, oh, we can run this for Doctor Strange 2. Let's go. And they were like, no, we don't like that. We got another plan. Give Sam Raimi, the reins. And I like Sam Raimi, but it's like,
with the Thor stuff.
No. When he did Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi directed that, and Scott.
Did he do Thor also? Love and Thunder.
No, that one guy I can't never say his fucking name.
He's good for horror films.
It is the director for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Did horror. I'm gonna have to look that up now, because I don't remember, But yeah, Scott Derrickson, who directed the first Doctor Strange movie, is a horror director too. He did Sinister.
I thought he did a good job with that movie.
So do I. but like he did Sinister, he did the Black Phone.
Oh, Sinister.
And the thing
Did
is,
you like the Black Phone?
I like the first Black Phone. The second one,
So is the sequels.
like people are like, and I'm hearing from like quote unquote reliable sources saying like, oh, the Black Phone 2 is so good. And I watched, I was like,
Did Phil tell you that?
no. Like I think Phil's opinion
Devin.
on the Black Phone 2 would definitely be this shit is trash. I don't even think he liked the Black Phone. So, but like I was hearing from folks, it's like, oh, it's so good, it's better than the first, and it is not at all close to better than the first. It's like, don't even put them in the same conversation.
Yeah.
It's fucking trash. The only thing that was good about it is that they kept the actors.
Yeah.
And like they're grown up, they're growing.
Yeah.
They're aging. So it's like that I appreciate, but I don't appreciate the story. It's dumb. It's dog shit. So yeah. Here we are all over the place again, Mark.
We've been all over the place for like the past hour.
Dude, I had an outline and didn't touch.
The last time we talked about jiu-jitsu was probably like an hour ago.
I mean, we tried.
No.
Like, we tried.
Don't air this episode.
I have to. I have to.
Such a bad episode.
It's a great
This
episode.
is just you and me talking.
Yeah, that's what most episodes are. It's just me
No, this is you and me talking.
Yeah, I know.
This is not a conducive conversation for everyone else. There's no interview. This is literally us blurting out our thoughts.
Which is great.
It's really bad. It is so bad, Dante.
Dude, no, it's fine. It's fine. I know at least one person will appreciate it. At least one. Phil, thank you. Let's see. We did this
He's definitely going to appreciate our...
We did it for you, Phil.
Devin would probably appreciate this conversation. Devin should probably be here for this conversation.
Well, that's why. Well, I said we need to do a horror episode, us three, and I mentioned it to Phil. It was like, oh, like I want to be in. I was like, all right. I mean, if we can make it happen, we can make it out. Because I texted him earlier and told him, like,
need
look,
Adderall for that episode.
October is going to have 5 Fridays. In October, I do an episode every week. So, like, normally with the horror podcast, I do every first and third Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But October is every week. And it's like, for that, I'm going to have to, like, do episodes in September to kind of load up for October.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be able to record weekly with doing Off the Mats and Colompton. I can't do both those pods or all 3 of those pods weekly.
Yeah.
So like horrors, like, I'm going to have to start doing some stuff in August and September to kind of make up for October's abundance. I know Phil and I were talking about doing Silence of the Lambs, and I mentioned doing a group episode with you and Devin as well. So there's things in the works and ideals and everything because, I mean, as you just saw the last half hour, I can talk fucking horror for fucking hours.
That's us in the parking lot, Dante. What you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean,
That's literally us in the parking lot. Oh, I'm supposed to go home, like, I don't know, 2 hours ago, but here we are talking about...
Like, you guys, Sarah text me talking about, hey, we got a birthday party to go to. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll be home soon. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this one up because...
We did not talk anything jiu-jitsu.
Yes, we did.
You literally, it was
We
like 2 spots.
We talked jiu-jitsu for a total of 15 minutes. I clocked it.
Girl. Did we really?
Yes.
What did I even say?
I don't remember. Like, what are you talking about? Dude, like, we're talking about training. Like...
Is that what we... Is that...
Yeah, we talked about training.
I told you, this should have been like a horror episode because all we've been talking about lately is horror movies.
I mean, it could have been, but we didn't organize that right.
I feel like this wasn't a jiu-jitsu episode.
It was. Well, here, all right, I'll hit you with the
No,
I got you. No, I got you.
Tired.
I got you. You want some jiu-jitsu? We're going to do jiu-jitsu. What's your favorite submission to hit right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Probably a wrist lock.
I knew you fucking did. Favorite submission to teach?
Probably wrist lock too.
You're a monster, dude. Like this is why I don't like rolling with you. Like, here, let me
When was the last time you got wrist locked by me?
I don't know. I mean, last time I was in a triangle.
The last time. Okay, first of all, that was one time.
That
was one.
One time is plenty of times. To like, first off, I was about to tap. I raised my hand to tap, and you were like, "Oh, thanks. Let me wrist lock you."
Oh, you raised your hand. What am I gonna do? Oh.
Like, well, let me tap because I was about to tap.
I thought you were trying to get out.
Yeah, by tapping. Like, what? like, yeah, I was
I
like,
thought you were trying to.
what's the fastest way out of this triangle? Tap. And he was like, I'm just going to wrist lock you. And I couldn't even tap when you wrist locked me. I could not tap because I was being wrist locked. The device I would use to tap is what you were like wrist locking. You're
Favorite move to actually for me to teach right now is actually ankle locks.
nice. I respect that.
I think ankle locks have a lot of potential to be good. It's just that people have a hard time finishing it, and I think the mechanics that go into it are like, it's tough because because there's a new meta to do finishing ankle locks now. It's not like the same like, oh, crank it in the back. It's like now you gotta like toe fold. Now that you gotta like kind of lean.
Yeah, the
and kind of like yeah. There's a way to adjust, especially if you want to do it with a butterfly ashi or K hook or whatever it's called in.
like I like that
said that so
people.
wrong. Butterfly ashi K guard hook.
You're making words up
right.
again. He's making stuff up. Like, okay, monster man.
Ooh.
I like that people think they know leg locks and like ankle locks, and then they don't, and they're going for them on me, and I'm just like, oh my god, like you're so dumb. Like, keep trying harder. But then it's like when they do know, and they hit that toe fold.
I do get a little surprised by it when people get it, but obviously, you should have an answer to it already.
Yeah,
But I get impressed, like, oh, you actually kind of fixed up what you're messing up on.
yeah. I mean, yeah. When people get like Rich gets me, and I'm like, oh, like good for you, good for you. Now I know not to let myself get in this position.
My problem is people have a hard time ankle locking me. I don't know why. I think people. Which is why I like to show that like it is a like good move. They stare straight into me and they'll smile, looking for confirmation. Like, did I get it?
Like,
Am I getting it?
Like,
I'm like,
are you threatened?
Does it work? Is it something? Rich is one of those people. I'm gonna call him out.
Like,
Rich will. Rich will put me in an ankle lock, and he'll look at me and he'll smile while adjusting it the grip and everything. I'm like.
Like, maybe you focus on like getting that right instead of focusing on confirmation.
Let's try a different submission today. Maybe you want to do a rear naked chokehold. Or...
Hey, someone had me the other day, and I mean, it should have. It should have got me. I don't know who it was. I cannot remember.
It don't work.
I'm sure I have video of it because I only trained once this week. So
I got a neck.
Like, well.
That's why you gotta do like a lapel thing.
Yeah, lapel chokes do work.
Like a bread cutter. For everyone. Sure. Use a bread cutter or
bread cutter.
Do a bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow. Yeah, no, fuck y'all.
See, I know my buddy. Wrist locks and bow and arrow.
Yeah, and you wrist lock me, I'm biting. Like, fuck y'all. Hardest round at the gym right now.
You, Dante.
Of course, son. I be breaking toes. I mean, that guy be breaking toes. And
my hardest round at the gym. Dang, y'all got to get better.
Like none, nobody, like nothing. I ain't scared of y'all. Favorite post training meal. Dude, I got some burgers upstairs from the grill yesterday. I think I got 6 of them. I'm making a double cheeseburger.
I'm about to get attacked. This is why I'm 225. My first, it depends on what I'm feeling and how I'm feeling that day.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it could be a Chipotle burrito. Sometimes it could be wings. Sometimes it could be a burger from the bar we go to.
I think I might. I might have to.
It could be a quesadilla. Popeyes is always a good choice.
That's
for me.
wild. Like Popeyes is post training. That's wild.
See, this guy hates me.
No, like, and I've had Popeyes with you after training, but it is still wild.
I thought this was a Planet Fitness, like a judge-free zone.
No, I never said I did. No. Dude, I never said I'm judgment free.
No,
anyone that knows me knows I'm judging.
No.
Dude, I guess I'm gonna watch that again tonight. Now, after talk about health or life insurance.
Could also be sushi from Safeway sometimes or Harris Teeter, depending on how fresh it is.
As long as it's not from the gas station.
gas station sushi's not bad. Sometimes it might be like the taquitos or from or the rollers from 7-Eleven.
Dude, I asked this man his favorite post training meal. He just wrote out a whole feast. This one's like
I can make it a Chick-fil-A on time. Closes at 10.
Oh, they close at 10? I thought they closed at 9.
That's how you know I know my meals.
It's like, this guy is the guy that knows the closing hours for all the food spots.
It's really bad.
Like, I mean, I be on some fat boy shit, but
Say if it closes at 11.
I don't know their schedules. All right. Most underrated position in jiu-jitsu.
The most underrated. Oh, you know what? So a lot of people might disagree, but oh god, I want to say, half guard.
Well, I can see that.
A lot of people like that when they think of guards, they want to think of like in a specific one. But I like that the John Wayne sweep is definitely utilized to open up leg and areas where you could extend your guard positioning, right? So, aside from just trying to tip the guy over, you want them to post, you want them to bring their leg up, you want to expose their legs using that sweep. And that allows a lot of other guards to be put in a position, right? Like let's say they post up and while doing the John Wayne sweep, they roll back and they post their other leg up, right? Obviously that's like an opening for like maybe single leg X, or maybe you could go like De La Hiva or something, right? You could roll into like a deep like half where you can have an X bite and actually lift the guy up. So that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like John Wayne, I'm saying John Wayne because that's the move I feel like should be used in half guard most of the time because it's exposing. I think if you just do it the standard way where it's like, oh, let me build my arm up and try to like go, single leg or to like, just to wrestle up. I don't think that's bad. I just think that position and half guard can lead to more potential areas where you could capitalize.
Yeah, I agree. I think with half guard, an issue that comes with it is that there's quite a bit you can do from it, and knowing how to flow between those things and make them work for you is very important. Because, when I think about half guard, you think about the basic, like get the underhook and come up, you know, and then, go for the knee tap or all these different things, which is fine.
Yeah. It's still viable options, but it's one of the few positions I see where you can work the other leg entanglements. You can work other entanglements.
And I think that's tricky too on people who aren't expecting that.
Yeah.
Because they're thinking, half guard, you're going to go for this, or that. And when you go there, it kind of forces your brain, if you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Now you're like, oh shit. Like you're almost kind of stunned.
Yeah.
You're a deer in headlights because it's like, oh shit, you're doing something way out of the region of what I thought you were going to do from half guard.
Yeah. Because a lot of people from half guard, they explain, like from my experience, a lot of people they just want to like camp there. They just want to knee cut through. They just want to do that. What they're not expecting sometimes is that they could just get like swept over from the sweep. And of course, a good opponent will try to balance. Like they'll try to base guard. But being able to base guard means you have to expose your legs a little bit and then get back into the area you want to be in, which is like maybe knee cutting or maybe it's like something else. But by doing that, you're the Kazushi is opening you up for something entirely like probably more dangerous.
Yeah. See, I told you we'd be talking jiu-jitsu, son. Last one. One piece of advice for white belts.
Show up to class. I'm about to get real upset about this, bro.
Yeah, you got to get the mat.
My thing is like, all right. I don't know about it. Can make me upset. Jiu-jitsu is for me is a game about like it's about outsmarting your opponents, right? Like you're getting into a position, like reading your opponent, where you have all those opportunities. It's not just you have one specific move and your job is to muscle it out. So a lot of people think it's like, oh, I need to get stronger. I need to go hit the weights. I'm like, jiu-jitsu was originally made for the smaller person to dominate the bigger one.
Yeah.
So for you to believe that like you need to just weight train. And like, to be honest, it gets to a point where when both people are when they're both even in level in terms of a technique and knowledge, yes, then the training does become a factor. But even weight training is very specific to jiu-jitsu too. Like, you're not going to do like 1,000 overhead press with like, I don't know, 100, 200 pounds and just build up that shoulder muscle. Like, you still have to learn how to like build the muscle endurance and stuff like that. So for me, like for a white belt, it's not about like, oh, let me go lift weights and be like Diesel about this. Like, you still need to learn the move. You still need to drill and rep these things in, because essentially you don't know these moves. You don't understand the mechanics of these moves. You don't understand the situational awareness for these moves, right? And that's at white belt. You practically don't know anything. And then you go up to blue belt, you still don't know anything, and you still got to learn all this stuff. But it gets, I mean, obviously the margin error does decrease a lot. You go to purple belt, it's still the same thing. Like, you really don't learn. There's always something changing, and so something always added to these moves where it'll surprise you, and you don't know how to deal with it. So getting the reps in, going to practice, learning what, listening to your coaches and telling them like, oh, you should do this and that, and then let's drill it, or let's do a situational round where you kind of understand like what's happening. You should still do that. Going like, so that's why I'm for me, it's like, you should go to practice if you want to make this your hobby. You should be showing up and getting the rounds in. It's not just about like either if I do gi or no gi. You still need mat time, because there's so much for you to learn. Don't think you're good at this one particular move just because you understand the mechanics, right? Like, you understand the mechanics, but how well do you understand? Like, how well do you really know the move? Like, the ins and outs of what to do.
Well, I think there's also too is like the ins and outs that come with that as well. As like, you might know the mechanics of a move, you might know the things to do, but can you do the move if somebody like makes you change? Like, if you have to go to your goofy side, or like, let's say you're doing lasso and they're doing everything to fight that off.
Yeah,
like, and you're like, I'm gonna muscle through to this. It's like,
yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's why I like the Kazushi benefits of jiu-jitsu, right? It's not just about like, oh, I'm just gonna lift them up and like lift them because I'm stronger than them. That's not gonna happen if they understand anatomy and physics.
Yeah.
Right? If their weight is back and you're trying to do a lift sweep, right? Is it really going to work regardless of how strong you are? Can your hamstring muscles really take on all 200? Like, let's say I'm 200 pounds, right? And I'm going against someone 200 pounds. Is my hamstring muscle really going to be able to lift this person over me and sweep him over my head? No. There's not enough muscle in the world for me to do that at this weight class if we're both in the same weight.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely, agree with that. It's like, you got to have not just a understanding, but also like knowing positioning.
Yeah.
Knowing, like, again, not to force shit.
Yeah.
And that's not even on some muscle stuff either. That's like holding grips too long.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was telling one of the white belts on Saturday when we were grip fighting, and he kept holding like the same grip.
Yeah, like you're being stubborn with the grip and you don't want to like let go.
And it's like, okay, like there's a time and place, and in that mat time gives you kind of that ideal of like, okay, I know when I can transition, because I do that sometimes still. But I think a part of it, it's not that I'm holding it because I'm stubborn. A lot of times I forget. I'm just used to holding a grip because it's like,
yeah, that's happened to me before too. Like I'm holding, like I play lasso, right?
Yeah.
I'm holding onto a lasso. I'm like, oh, I don't even think I still have it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have to like make myself aware, like, oh, I gotta let go. I gotta come up. I did the sweep. Now I gotta let go and come up to complete the sweep.
I did that yesterday with someone. Like I swept them, and it's like the way they're sitting back is like, oh, I can just come up. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm comfortable here because I have them controlled. It's like, oh wait, I can just now come up to like a knee on belly or a mount or something. So,
my thing is like, it's the sheer activity that has to be done, right? Like if you feel like you have to muscle up something, most likely you need to work on the Kazushi or work on the transition.
Yeah.
Right? That's how I feel about it. Like I don't believe like a lot of it is just like being super muscular and then hope to God you could sweep someone over. Like there's still so much activity that's being given to you by your opponent, right? If they give you a leg, or if they step funny, or if they're on their knee, or what's being exposed, like are they posting on their leg? What's their posture? So you have to think about all these variables where these elements can help benefit you in some manner. You just need to be more mindful and tactful about like what you're attacking.
Yeah.
Right. What are you doing? Right. And so that's why it's like I don't think I need to lift super heavy again. Like these people think I lift like so heavy. Like I do it like once a year over the summer when I'm bored and I got nothing to do at work. All right. Like on my break, I'll go lift weights, but that's about it. Other than that, I'm just lifting people and like working and drilling.
Yeah. I mean,
doing situational. It's like working on like being in a position and working that position live. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It kind of bugs me. So like as a white belt, my advice to white belt is you have to show up because you're not you're not a master at this art.
mm-hmm.
Right? I don't like hearing like, oh yeah, I know that, yeah, I understand the position. I know the position. No, you don't.
I think I just posted a meme that was actually kind of talking about that. It was like, you think at white belt, once you get some color on your belt, like you're a master. And it's like,
no, if this shit was easy, everyone would be a black belt. Everyone would be like, would have like a major medal. Everyone would, like this isn't easy. This is why like this is one of the hardest belts. Like getting a black belt is like what, 10 years?
Yeah.
At least that's so mind blowing.
I mean, and that's the thing about it too, is like, when you even like factor that in, it's like, average. I mean,
that's average, right? That's the only fastest ones who probably ever done it was like BJ Penn and like some other people I can't think of.
3 years for BJ Penn.
Yeah.
I know they're like it. I know there's at least 3 others that were like inside of 4-5 years.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like
even Baird. I think Baird he's our black belt, right? And he's done it under 10. But keep in mind, Baird was putting in mad time.
Yes.
Like he had privates every day, and then he was going to class every day.
And competing.
Right? He was competing a lot.
He was doing it all.
And he was winning. Like he actually and he was nonstop bugging Keith about. Like he was looking at videos. Is this viable? Is it not? Or can we drill this? Can you show me other options? Mm-hmm. Like that's a good student right there where there's a reason why he's a black belt.
Yeah.
Right? But then he did the maximum effort versus like people they come in like twice a week and they're like, oh yeah, when am I going to get promoted to blue?
Hey, dude, I'm right here. Oh, never mind. I'm already blue. Okay.
No,
never mind.
No, you did your time. You put in so much time.
And that's the thing though too. When we think about the time to get the black belt, it's like average 10. It's like, and I think that's the thing too. I know for myself is like I had to kind of take out of my mind. It was like, it takes people average 10 years to get the.
We have purple belts who were blue for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Right. And they just recently got promoted. Like 10. I'm being nice too. I think it might have been like 15.
When did I get my blue belt? I want to say 19, 20.
Yeah,
like
I think 19 because 20 is when COVID happened.
Yeah. So that makes sense. Yeah, I got it like right there.
Yeah,
because it's January of 2019.
I think Kyle also got his around the same time too.
Yeah. And the thing is, I started thinking about it, I was like 10 years to get a black belt. I've been training for.
You guys were 10. Super consistent though. Like. Yeah. You guys were like, for me, I was a late bloomer because I was dedicating my time to Muay Thai, right? Like I was literally traveling all over for Muay Thai. But you guys were literally coming every day to the jiu-jitsu classes and doing what you need to do.
And I think that's the thing though too, is like we came in with this ideal that we wanted to do this. Yeah. And that's not saying that the white belts that are coming in now don't have that ideal, but I think the sport is at a spot where
there's so much more exposure, right? Because everything is social media based, right? IBJJF has everything, ADCC has everything. Flow Sports is now like a thing where everything can be introduced. I mean, IBJJF and ADCC are putting their matches on YouTube for free. UFC is now promoting BJJ, ONE FC, everything about jiu-jitsu in general, like from a jiu-jitsu base, everything is super exposed now. Where like everyone can see it. So now it's like, oh, what's this about? And to be honest, like for me, jiu-jitsu is a more likable sport for our age group, right? When you think about it, like from a striking base, striking is cool. I love watching boxing. I love watching like Muay Thai and stuff like that. I love the culture behind Muay Thai a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Because I lived there for like a summer. I have family out there. It's great. Is it nice on the body? No, because I have to go in the office with bruised legs where maybe I might be a little concussed. You know, you can never know what's happening in the gym. There are those factors.
Yeah.
Versus like you go to jiu-jitsu and you could literally tell your opponent like, hey, like, I mean, you could do the same for Muay Thai, but what I mean is like, you're not getting concussed in jiu-jitsu, right? Maybe you'll hurt your knee or you hurt your foot, but that's better than like going to the office and then getting like messed up.
Yeah.
Or you get messed up from like getting hit in the head. And then getting kicked, the impact.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, it adds up. I mean, even in light sparring rounds.
Yeah, like if you're an older guy, I wouldn't recommend diving into Muay Thai too deep until your body's accustomed to it, right? And gyms are really good about that. Like they won't be like, oh, you can't spar it or you shouldn't spar right away. You kind of need to like work on like defense and stuff like that, which is appropriate for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But again, I can't speak for all gyms. I know our gym is really good about it.
Yeah. I love that. Like I love the idea of going to Muay Thai and I'm learning technique. I'm not worried about like, oh, I'm going to get blasted today.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to get, into a war with somebody and, I'm going to ultimately pay for it. Like my body's going to pay for it.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I explain that to friends that, I'm trying to get them to come in. It could, because like, the outsider mind is like, oh, you're gonna go in there and spar and I was like, not at all. You're not gonna spar at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like probably the first couple of years, depending on coming up and whatnot. And then if you get like promoted, and then you can now go to those advanced classes where you can do that. But don't even think about sparring. Like that shouldn't be a thought. And it's kind of a little different with jiu-jitsu, where it's like you go in on day one, you might end up rolling with somebody you don't really know, but there's a safety control to it.
Mm-hmm.
If like we get like a white belt that comes in and is like, hey, how long you been doing this? This is my first day.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can work with this. There's a control point to it. And I think with those people coming in, though, like you said, there is that exposure that they're seeing this stuff all over the place now. They're getting this, like before the UFC, there was that exposure, but it was still a little different. Now you're actually seeing straight jiu-jitsu all over the place. And the new cats coming in, I believe, are a little different than when, we came in. Mm-hmm. When, we came in.
They're spoiled. They have all this information like at their beck and call, right? Because all they got to do is just Google it or they just YouTube it, right? They could go on. They don't have to that's crazy because I feel like I'm spoiled, right? I talked to Coach Keith about it. He's like, man, back in the day, we had to get it on a VHS tape
the VHS
or DVD. We had to burn the DVD and then we had to pass it along and then we still got to do notes and everything. Like, man, you got to burn DVDs. That's crazy. Kids don't even know what a DVD is anymore. No. Or a CD burner.
No.
Right?
No, not at all. I mean, it's, per generation, obviously the entry is different, but I think it's easier. And they get, because I point that out about like young kids coming in. Like young kids are coming in learning bolos like right off the rip. And I was like, damn.
I am teaching white belts bolos and how like it's used and how like it's such it's like I didn't get that even as a white belt. Like, I was just trying to get side control and pass the guard and everything. I was just trying to learn how to wrestle up. I was just trying to learn like really, really, really basic shit. And then they're like, oh, you got white belts who go De La Hiva, knock the guy down, bolo right into a back take, into a bow and arrow. And I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. I've rolled with some like white belts where like they're going like super advanced. I'm like, dog, relax.
What is this sandbagging going on here?
Yeah. It's like,
you're only 3 months in? What?
It's like, and part of me was like, yo, dude, relax. But at the same time, I was like, no, keep going. Like, show me what else you got because I'm learning too. I'm learning from you, son. Yeah. Like this journey is
it's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
You think about like it's fun as a hobby, right? But then you get to see the growth in the sport.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's kind of my thing right now, where it's like I don't have any intentions of quitting anytime soon.
Yeah.
Ever. But it's like I love that, like where I am in this. And like I've mentioned over the last year, especially, I've fallen back in love with jiu-jitsu so much that it's like it dictates a lot of like my movements and things. And like, hey, can you do this? Oh, I gotta train.
Yeah.
Like, can you do this? Oh, we got to open mat. Can you do this? Oh, like, I mean, there was a comp. I was like, I might not be competing, but my team is. I want to like cheer them on. You know, so like, whereas like, I would say like 5 years ago, I was not in love. I like 5 years ago, I was like, I might be done. I don't know if I want to do this anymore because I was only going once per week, and I didn't feel like I was really retaining anything.
Yeah.
And then once I got new job and new schedule, I'm kind of once twice a week, but
what I see with you is like it's retaining.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's the important part is that like you retain this stuff versus when you think about it, like if you're not retaining the information, you're basically learning a new thing all over again, or you're just learning something new. It's like, what's the connection? Like, how does this connect? And when you think about like stuff like jiu-jitsu or even like boxing or like there's a flow chart, there's a way things interact with each other where it doesn't have to just be like 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it could be like 1, 4, 3, or it could be like 1, 7, 3. And it's like all these options can actually like help you develop your game or a different game or follow the game, and it's fun. It's like connecting pieces.
Yeah.
And I think as an older guy, that's more appealing to me than just like trying to just like bag someone, like trying to just knock, like trying to just have my ego win the fight. I kind of like just toying around with new things.
Yeah. Like I do enjoy, like, my time in Muay Thai is fun because it is something. I'm like a clean slate. So like I am learning and gaining something here, but with jiu-jitsu, the biggest thing for me is like it's a puzzle. Like I was explaining to one of the white belts yesterday. It's like you do this. Now the thing is about doing this, you have to worry about that, and you have to worry about this, and you have to worry. And while you're worrying about all that, you got to think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Not just like, oh, I got to worry about this guy if he shoots this, if he's going for the single. I got to now stop him doing the singles. Like, yeah, you have to do that, but you also have to start working your offense to where you're going next, where you're going to, guide these things. And all of that, like, combined, it's great for the mind. It's great for, like, just fucking keeping you sharp and thinking about things versus, like, again, doom scrolling and bullshitting. And I do a lot of bullshitting, but I do a lot of, like, love for jiu-jitsu, too.
One of the things I like too is that the community is super interactive with each other. Like I was just while we were at the MDO, I was just on my phone and I remember I made a comment on this post about just how to counter a double leg, right? Mm-hmm. And the people who made the video reached out. I was like, oh wait, thanks. Like, is this legit? Like, how legit is this? He's like, so the guys who made the video, one's like a multi NCAA like champion. They're both like all-American wrestlers, and they were just talking to me, and we were just chatting about like, oh, how legit is the move? And it's like, you should definitely try it, like And I thought that was really cool because like they made the content, they reached out. They're both high level wrestlers. I would pull their names up if my phone wasn't dead.
No.
But I thought that was cool because then you got like people who are big in the community also like tell you like, yeah, you should try this.
I think that's the beauty of a lot of that, like the lack of ego. And like whenever we say lack of ego is a thing. Ego exists, but also being able to put your ego aside to ask a question, even though you're a champion, even though you're high level, you still ask questions because it's like we don't know everything.
No.
So being able to ask that question, like, like that's interesting. Tell me more. Like I love that. I genuinely do. So, hey, all right. Well, let's go and wrap up on that, Mark.
What?
I told you we was going to talk jiu-jitsu.
That was like 30 minutes out of like 3 hours of us rambling about horror movies.
Yeah, it's fine.
What's the timestamp right now?
Right now we're at 2:17. Damn. So we're good. We're good. This is all going out too. Because it goes out tomorrow. I don't have time to play it back.
Really? That's why you're going to edit out my interview with the vampire comment? Oh, now you don't have
that part. I was like, oh, that might be a little far. Like we've said some wild things. Like that one might be. Oh, dude, I think that one might ruffle some feathers. But Mark, as always, dude, thank you for doing this. This is like you were here with me for episode 1, and like I was thinking about that shit the other day. I was like he took a chance, and then the fucked up thing is too, like the way we recorded it. I didn't even know how the microphone worked on my phone, so like you're sitting at one point and there was like couldn't even be heard. So it's a miracle that any further episodes were even made. So thank you for just first off being a great friend, being a great teammate, a mentor on the mats, and just making the time to do this because
He sounds inspirational about me, but really, we talk so much shit about each other. He's fluffing this a little too much. I'm telling you.
Trust me, I'm going to send some
This
deranged
episode-
DM later.
This episode is literally a peek into our brains. Stop being fake. I get you. You're be genuine with me.
Dude, like no, like really though, like
Ooh, mentor. Oh, Coach Mark again.
thank you for. I mean, we've had a long day, dude. We've had a long fucking day. So to even like come and sit down and do this after is like, damn, dude. Thank you. Before wrapping up, shout outs, mentions, anything you want to leave our listeners with today.
We're so deranged, guys, because we're exhausted. That's probably why they're.
Dude, I'm exhausted and hungry. That all I'm thinking about is like, dude,
How can I shout out?
I'm
my
making a
sponsors
triple burger.
if I can't even think straight? Shout outs to my sponsor, Kalina.
That's how you say it.
Yeah, Kalina.
Okay.
I know everyone at the gym butchers it. I'm like, you're all gonna take like.
I don't
technology
even
lessons,
try.
right?
Because I know I'm not gonna say it right. I'm like, I'm gonna order another.
We're gonna teach you
restaurant.
some Filipino words. Yep.
I'm down.
Shout outs to them. If you ever want to buy something from my sponsors, you can use my discount code, which is CMC Mark R15.
That seems right.
Yeah, I think so.
I have it. Oh, I threw my phone.
I have it. Yeah, you threw your phone. My discount code is. That's my discount code.
I have it like saved, so whenever I go to order something, I can just copy and paste it.
Yeah.
But I threw my phone across the
I
room.
appreciate it. I appreciate when people use my discount code because, like, sometimes I get surprised. Like, I was like, "Yeah, I got a sponsor. This is cool," and I was like, "Do it." But for me, I was like, Am I good enough to have a sponsor?" And then I'm like, "Oh, I am." And then people buy the product, and it's like, "Oh, they do care about me." People do care.
Well, I mean, there is kind of a thing because I mean, we've had a conversation about your sponsor, which I was trying to have that conversation today, but it went way off the rails.
Yeah,
We're
we were supposed to talk about my sponsor, and instead
Like-
we talked about horror movies.
like like maybe.
We need coffee. We need food.
Yeah. Oh, fuck! I gotta still do this life insurance talk tonight.
Yeah.
And I already rescheduled with them.
What insurance company?
I don't,
Allstate.
dude, I don't-
Nationwide is on your side.
I don't know.
We are farmers. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't think it's any of those. I don't
Aflac.
know. Like, I don't know.
We need slave.
But I'll be sure to put your referral code in the show notes and the link.
Referral.
I don't know.
Is that what it's
referral
called?
discount. I don't know. Is it a referral code?
I don't
Discount
know.
code?
In my school, when we write kids up, we call it referral. So that
Well,
word
words can
haunts-
like have multiple definitions, dude.
like what?
Like read and read.
I just thought of the guy from Fantastic Four.
Yeah, exactly. See, dude, don't fuck with me, son. I know my words.
Read and read. No. No.
I'm gonna be honest. I was just making shit up. I'm slightly delirious.
We need food.
Dude, I'm making a triple burger. Like I'm so excited. Like
Well, I need food.
I'm thinking about that shit now. It's like, oh, because there ain't no other food in this house. Well, we got like some CT Crunch, so maybe I'll have that for dinner.
Is there anyone else I have to shout out?
I don't know. The gym.
Shout out Crazy 88 Severna Park.
Yeah,
The team did good today.
yeah,
Good job.
yeah. If y'all want to train, come find us behind the bowling alley.
That is true. Ew, don't say it like that.
It's true because that's where it is.
Not you talking about serial killers in the 70s and then, oh, find me behind the bowling alley. We'll roll around in our pajamas.
I mean,
We'll get all sweaty.
Technically it's behind the bowling alley.
It is true. There is a bowling alley. And then right behind it is a commercial building.
That's wild that they built it that way, though.
Bro.
So, whatever.
I remember when I was coaching way before, I would just go there to just buy like a sandwich and coffee. And then I'd play bowling by myself. Be like, oh, I got 3 hours to kill. All right, let me try to get over 200.
I thought about that the other day. I was like, I might end up having to go up to the gym early. I might get dropped off and just go bowl.
I did duck pin. I was like, what's duck pin?
Yeah.
That's like that. That's the stuff I played as a kid.
Duck pin's weird to me. It's like that e-bowling at Dave & Buster's.
I know.
So it
For me, it's like the little skee ball.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
I might go bowling. I might show up tomorrow just so I can go bowling.
This dude doesn't even want to invite me.
I mean, you got to coach. Like, I'm training. You got to be coaching. I got to go bowling. Sorry. Plus, I'm not good at bowling. I don't want nobody see me bowl, so I use bumpers.
I think they. Oh, you might have to pull out the little dinosaur tail, roll it down.
Yeah, they be looking at me like, oh, there's a special little boy. They just come pat me on the head. Also, like at that bowling alley, they don't charge you until after your game is done.
This is why our episode isn't ending, because we just ramble on, everyone.
Oh yeah, good call. Yeah, because I'm hungry. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah, shout out to Crazy 88. Come find us behind the bowling alley. And as always, to you guys listeners, thank you. If you have any questions or concerns or criticisms, always feel free to reach out. You can always find me at bjj.wiki on Instagram or Off the Mats Podcast as well on Instagram.
You don't check his messages. I be messaging him.
No,
He has me on the schedule.
yeah, your messages get piled up to Sunday and Wednesday checks.
You might as well just mail him directly.
Like, I check your messages on Sunday and Wednesday because we pile up messages, and it's like, okay, cool, I can go through it. Just like, look, you're not the only one. You're not the only one.
So he's saying I'm not special now.
No, my friend Jen gets the same treatment. It's only used to. Like, everyone else don't even get.
So he just admitted.
No, everyone else don't even get answered. I just don't look at the other DMs. I'm like, ooh, that's overwhelming.
I don't even know if that's going to get edited out or not.
No, it's not.
He just,
So if y'all sending me DMs, good luck. But like Mark and Jen, I got y'all.
Ooh.
Sundays and Wednesdays.
he be caring about me.
Like, but everybody else, good luck. Like, I don't be checking those shits. Because, no, it is overwhelming. Like, when you see that shit hit like 30
You know what?
and 40.
Sometimes I look at your followers and I just think, like, how do you even keep up?
I don't.
Now you don't. Actually, now I know.
I don't.
You.
Like, people be collabing me and shit. I was just like,
What's up?
good for you.
He might actually have to edit this out.
They know. A lot of them know. It's like, I don't be answering that shit. Like, this one dude, he's been wanting to be on the pod for a while. He's just messaged me on both platforms. I'm like, dude,
Dang.
not right now. So yeah, y'all can find me on Off the Mats. Y'all can find me at bjj.wiki and Off the Mats both on Instagram. I want to give a big shout out to my crew over there at Nerd Rage Radio. I just went over and hung out with them yesterday. It was a great time. Bobby, Chris, Joe, Marilyn, Phil, Ricky, Tiki, Phil, all the cats over there. Eric B, all the way. Like, Eric came down from Detroit and hung out with us. Ran some of the podcast episodes yesterday. Actually, during the whole time he was running episodes. But yeah, if it weren't for Nerd Rage, I wouldn't be doing a podcast at all. So big shout out to them. So thank you to those guys. Also want to shout out my other podcast, So You Like Horror. As you heard, we talked a lot about scary movies and stuff. So if that's what you're into, go check out that podcast. It's So You Like Horror on Instagram, with all the words being separated by underscores. And then last but not least, once again, I wanted to give a big shout out and thanks to...
Hey, this dude is a robot. He's AI. Because he literally recited that whole thing.
Dude,
while falling asleep in front of me.
Dude, I do it every week. It's autopilot.
He's literally autopiloted that whole thing. He's like nodding off in front of me. And I'm like, what? Are you literally falling asleep?
Yeah.
While saying all this? Yeah. You're so fake.
Dude, I do it every week. Sometimes, multiple times a week, I say these things. So I know. I know him like I know my name.
I'm gonna start calling you Gemini. The way just you literally, your eyes were closed.
Dude, I'm so hungry. I'm so tired.
Jay, just cut it. Just cut it. We're done. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Big shout out to Mark.
Stop.
Thanks.
Stop.
I don't know how to say your last name. And you won't tell me. So thank you.
Oh my God.
And as always,
I'm leaving. Bye.
y'all know what it is. Y'all keep listening. We'll keep making these shows.
Oh my gosh, Dante, shut it up. Shut up.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
They with it. Now let me sing a song.